Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Sunday night stream. I trust everyone had a lovely weekend. Good evening one and all. So, first thing we'll notice is Samadan and Buttwings are sporting the Discipline colour scheme. As of this moment, we are currently levelling up as a Discipline. Still wearing the chef's hat, I might add. That's never going to change. Let me just close that window down. Hold on, there we go. There we go. Jeff Brown, good evening, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How has your weekend been? Hope all is good with you. We're just going to go and have a look. Now, I've been on Disc OP. Hey, Anton, how are you? And Mars Bear, thanks for stopping by. So we're going to go and have a look at our things that we've had on the auction house so far. Good evening, Wolfsbane and Aniax. How are you both? So I was on earlier this morning and I was trying a few things out. Good evening, Commander Bond. How are you? It's going good. Been levelling up cooking and alchemy in preparation for the raid coming out. Excellent. Good idea, Jeff. I think cooking I'm all set for. Alchemy I'm yet to get there yet. So I don't think I'll be ready for that. But I'm going to try with my tailoring and enchanting. Enchanting would be a good one to have ready for the raid. Tribal and Axisol, how are you? Grinding those mythic dungeons, gearing for raid. Yeah, that's certainly something I won't be doing. But I want to serve the people who are. That's the main thing. So what I've done is I had a little play with resetting a few materials earlier today. Now I'm interested to see how those worked out. So, and it did work out, that's good. So I reset the market on slimy mackerel and it looks like we've got some sales of those. I reset them up to stacks of 200. Did I just come on? Only just a few minutes, Gengos. Literally just come on. So I've been live just for 4 minutes. Tailoring has a skill up gift in bandages. How come it's a gift, Commander Bond? Thank you, Robgar. Very kind of you. So looking at this, I did a bit of a reset on the things I was interested in. Let's take the buys out of here, just so that we've got the things that I've been looking at. You got to 120 today, excellent. And 150 fishing and mining, fantastic. That's a good combo to have, Tribal. There's a lot you can do with that. So looking at this, slimy mackerel I reset and then put a couple of stacks of 200 on just to recoup some of my costs. And looking at the gloom dust here, I managed to reset that one. So the badges only require 2 cloth. Yeah, I did do a few with the Tide Spray. I've just started with the profession. I need to do a little bit more on it. So I've got a couple of... I did sell a couple of stacks, but I have got 328 left. So I'll have a look at those and see what the prices are on those. Enchants are still doing okay, the old enchants that is. Hey Nori and Intromisan, how are you? Do I use TSM Destroy? You can't get it to come up for you. Do you have items that you can destroy coming up? Have you typed in /TSM Destroy? Like that. Because at the moment I've got a couple of items that I can disenchant, so it's come up. If I didn't have those items in my bags, then that wouldn't come up. Is the fish used in cooking? Yes, Tribal, it is. Been selling it for the 500 plus fish you caught. Wow, nice. Yeah, you do use the fish in quite a lot of the cooking, so it's definitely worth doing. Basically now that the oil is no longer available from the vendor in ready quantities. Good evening, Midnight, how are you? Have an inscription. I assume it works for milling. I don't know actually. I've only used it for disenchanting. Pause Reset, how are you? Have I sold any of the new enchants? Nothing yet. I have literally just started today though with my enchanting, so I'm a long way off. Midnight Salmon, I sold 50 of those at a reset price, so I bought a load of those, so we've got some good things coming in here. So material resetting seems to have worked quite well. That was from a while ago. I sold that. I sold 20 for 382, and then here I've sold 100 for 5,700. Just goes to show the difference in that. So I've got 91,000 gold. Now obviously I have spent a fair amount of gold in resetting markets, so we're back down to 4,194,000 anyway. So we need to get back up to where we were at. So I'll open those up. Enchanting will get better as the raids open. Yeah, I definitely think so. Good evening, Evia. How are you? Do you have any tune with inscription or alchemy? I do have an alchemist, but I haven't used them in BfA at all yet. So I don't know what's going to be good for alchemy for me yet. I'm just focusing mainly on Samadan. I want to get him leveled up. That's the main thing. So another 6,000 there. Nothing massive. Some old sales of aromatic fish oil. So that was back when it was vendor bought. I'll take those up. So we're back up to 4,291,000. So we're still 100, I think about 100,000 off where I was when I bought all this stock. But what I do have now is a lot of stock. I've got a lot of gloom dust. I've got a lot of tides. Well, I had a bit of tide spray. I've sold it now. And then I've got a lot of the aromatic fish oil. I've got a lot of the cooking materials I need to make the feasts. So I'm all set for those. Hey, Traditioner. Hi, Wave, how are you? Thought you heard Gundrops yesterday say TN Destroyer isn't really working with BfA items currently. Oh, right, Commander Bond. I haven't actually tried it. Oh, missed you there, say, waving. Slash wave. Oh, can't type. Slash wave. There we go. Do I play when I'm not streaming? A little bit. In Trommerson, usually a little bit on a Friday night or a Saturday night, or sometimes a little bit in the morning on a Sunday. But most of my time, as you see me on stream, is what you see basically. So I haven't really progressed a lot more since you last saw me. So let's have a look and just check my auctions whilst we're here. So nothing quite yet to expire. Maybe these could do with a bit of a cancel and a reset. Take those off, and we'll do a quick search for the stuff that's going to be useful. So we'll have a look at Shalderai silk, which will be here somewhere, just in case there's any cheap ones. Kind of proud of yourself, mate. Almost 200k in a day simply by buying Darkmoon cards and reselling the decks. Fantastic, Gengols. That's literally what I did today with my with materials I was interested in. Looks like Shalderai silks stayed at a high price now. That's not surprising really. I think everyone's dumped all their things. So let's have a look at the stuff that I have just been selling. I've got a lot of gloom dust. So where is that at now from when I bought it? So I purchased it for an average of 45 gold. So I reset the market higher. How much have we got that's below that now? So it's fairly ready supply. There's one at 41 and then we're back up at 49 here. So if I was to look at this and I'd go, okay, let's try and sell some more at a higher price, I would come in here. I've got, what have I got? 600 on the auction house at the moment. So I must be further down here somewhere. Where was I from my last reset from earlier? So I did reset it here up to 59.60. So since I've been on, there's been a lot of gloom dust on, which is interesting really to see how much has come on in that time. So it seems to be a readily available material, looking at the amount that's on. I didn't see one about the Anglers Fishing Rods Tribal. Oh, there it goes. Let me catch up on that. Can you use the angler fishing rods in other places? Or is it Mr. Pandaria only thing? No, you can. You mean the artifact, the underlight angler? This one you can use it anywhere, because it's Legion. It's a Legion fishing rod. That one. I missed that one, sorry Tribal. So finding you on my server, motivate me to make more gold in a very positive way. Excellent, Saraba. Glad to hear it. Hey Scorshane, how are you? Doing very well, thank you very much. Had a lovely weekend. How about yourself? So, I have a quandary here. I'm not going to reset this anymore because I've already, I think, overpriced myself on this. So I'm going to put in some more gloom dust down here, just underneath here, to see if I can recoup some of my costs. I'm going to do a bit of leveling on enchanting, I think. I'm just going to try and sell some of the things I've got. I've got 7 stacks of 200. I don't need that much just yet, so I'm going to just put on 1 stack here, just under here, because my average buy price was 45. So if I can sell it for 49 for 200, I can make a little bit of gold back. Assumes you can't get that anymore. No, you should be able to, Tribal. It's all about fishing in Legion, really. I'm using pretty stacking as a way to fund map purchases too. Not super returns so far, but it will pay off over time, one way or another. Yes, Commander Bond, that's exactly what I'm doing here. Seems to work. Good afternoon, Mushy, how are you? Been pretty good, just wish you could get some sleep. Sweet insomnia kicking into high gear last few days. Been awake since Friday morning. Ouch, Scorching, that's not good. Yeah, insomnia's a tough one, isn't it? Is there a way to disable the sell all button in shops? You always misclick it instead of the sell trash button, and it hurts yourself every time. Oh, I don't know, Killer Squid. I've been using the standard WoW user interface, probably for those very same reasons, simply because I don't trust myself to click the sell trash button. Oh wow, Morph TV. Happy 4 months. How am I doing? Enjoying gold making BfA? I'm loving it. Thank you ever so much for the resub. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you for your continued support. That means a lot to me. Thank you. See some chef's hats in the chat for Morph TV. Hello, Lamnican. How are you? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. How about yourself? And Ali and Marina. I missed you there as well. Good evening. So we've got that, we're going to do this. Soon have the mount. Hopefully, I took a dent in the gold just to make to buy some materials, so I'm going to hope that I can reset things a bit higher. Let's have a look at the fish. We did that as well. 5 million's getting closer. I mean, we're not too far off it. I don't think it'll take a while. We're going to be levelling up professions, yes, Lamnican. I want to get my tailoring and my enchanting up a bit higher. So what I'm trying to do, when you apply TSM groups to import BfA, Wolfsbane has some very good ones that I've been sharing. Slash Wolfsbane did a very good job on the whole lot and has an excellent paste bin of all the BfA professions and materials. So looking here, we've got some good prices on various bits. Slimy mackerel we did get some good sales of. We purchased for an average of 56 and sold for an average of 75. So let's have a look at this slimy mackerel. So I would come in along here, I'd go to 87 and I'd go, okay, how many stacks have I got? A slimy mackerel. I only have 1 stack, it would appear. Let's just cancel that for a minute. How much have I got? 355. Do I want to keep that? Not sure I do need to keep it quite at this stage, because the only thing it's really used for, the slimy mackerel, is in the swamp fish and chips. Now I don't know how useful that is. According to TSM, swamp fish and chips is a 22 gold profit. Doesn't have a sale rate on it yet, but I'm wondering if that's quite a good thing, because it gives well fed and haste, so I could see that be quite a good one. Biggle Struggles going back to do dailies in the rest of the game. Yes, Commander Bond, I've kind of left a lot of those. Good evening, Jer88, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I think this is going to be a useful thing to buy. Mondazi is actually a profit now. Someone must have reset that. I have an absolute load of that in the bank, 3,500 of it. Bought for an average of 62 silver. So I could sell some of that for a nice little profit. How many have I got on the auction house? None at the moment. Okay. Right, we're a bit all over the place, but we're going through things here in a slightly... How many slimy mackerels should I keep? Let me just have a look at that. The fish and chips needs 10. Okay, so I've got 355, so I don't... If I left myself with 155, that wouldn't leave me with too much. So I'm going to just sell 100 of those. In fact, you know what? I'm going to keep those. I'm going to go back to the Mondazi instead. We'll leave that. So we'll change that. We'll take that. We'll go to my guild bank. We'll pick up a load of Mondazi, because I have an excess of this, because I bought it when the I don't know if I need the seasoned loins. No, I'll leave those at the moment. We'll post those on. We'll bring this up, take that off. We'll look for the Mondazi, run a shopping scan. Anyone else having issues logging into the TSM app helper? Not me, Danny. I'm not sure what that would be. I'm going to go straight in here. 6 stacks of 20. Let's see if we can get some sold on that. I mean, I could do some more, but I'll keep it at 20. See if they sell. Okay, we've got those, we've got those. We'll have a look at reposting some things perhaps. We've got the cancels there. We'll take those. We'll do a post scan. Select all groups, run post scan. What group and operation you have set up for the fish? Been selling oils in 10. I use the default string. I haven't used any group at the moment for the fish tribal. I've just been fishing it myself, and then for the ones all I've done is I've bought a load and reset the price on some of them, and then what I've done is gone in and used the shopping part of the auction house, just as I did there, and added them in manually, because I don't want to regularly sell the fish, because I'm going to want to use them in my cooking. So I actually haven't set up an operation for that. The only operation I have set up is one to keep an eye on things. You have troubles with the guild bank, create your own guild, but you can't put items in it. Drag items and right click it, but nothing. That's strange in Thomason. Have you got the right permissions for the tab? Would be my first question. That can sometimes fox me for a while. Does it say anything in chat saying you don't have permission or anything like that? Or maybe there's an add-on conflicting with it somehow. That is a strange one. Might need to disable add-ons, yeah. Hey Doppelbock, how are you? Okay, so we've got a load of stuff on. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So let's check if there is any restocks we need to do on enchanting. I did do this earlier, so there's a chance I don't need to. Restock. Oh no, we have got a few things here. Okay, what do we need gathering wise? Arcana and Sorcerer's Earth. So we'll do the Arcana with a Lay Shatter, because that's super cheap at the moment. Does my cooking use Frenzied Fangtooth? Yes, Tribal, it does. It's used in quite a lot of things actually. Pronze, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Now, how much of this do I need? Just keep an eye on this. I'm going to keep doing it, and then I know I've got some Leylight in the bank, so we should be able to restock on the Leylight. Siphiridon, thank you very much for the follow. I'm trying to work with BfA professions. You have tailoring and enchanting, but don't quite understand how exactly it works. Me neither, Penguin. I'm just starting, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, Robgar, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Samadan squad. You have your chef's hat ready to use whenever you like. Thank you very much for your support. Finally reached your first million today. Oh, excellent. Simplify. Excellent. Congratulations on that. That's a brilliant achievement as well. Thank you for the user guides. Oh, that's very kind of you to say so, Robert. Doing too many lay shatters. There we go. And then we need to go here. And where's my enchanting? I need to have a look at what I needed, which was Sorcerous Earth. Need 3. Let's use the task list to pick that up. Get from Guild Bank. Click move. Go to my enchants. Somewhere in there. I think it's picked it up. I've only seen it from the Alliance irons and the schools. Yes, that's right, Tribal. Some of the fish are from the Alliance side, and some of the others are from the Horde side. So it's a bit, you can't get the other fish, which is kind of interesting, really. I like how they've done that. So you have to go over and do some fishing. Now this is saying 513,000 profit. Something's a bit skewy on the numbers there, so I'll ignore that. I'll just make all of these. I should have enough of that for everything. I'm running low on bloods, although these aren't using bloods, thankfully. So I'll just keep on going with those. Excuse me. So let's make all of these. And then we'll probably do the same with tailoring, because we just sold a black mage weave vest. So that's good. So which is the massively priced one here? Is it the Mark of the Trained Soldier or the Mark of the Claw? It's the Mark of the Claw that's crazy priced. Okay, so we'll post those on. Go to auctioning, run a post scan. Let's have a look. Chant chest, versatility, mastery is a good price. So I have put some of the BfA beginning enchants on, but I need to go and look at the rest and level it up. Because there's one we've got, Cultiran Crafting. I haven't put one of those on yet. Or a Seal of Mastery, because it's a loss basically for me. Most of them are. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out in the future. But for now, it's not worth it. So I need to level my enchanting up. I've got plenty of Gloom Dust, so I'm going to use that to my advantage. Get some enchants going, even if I have to do them at a loss. I could always put them in the scrapper, I guess. So Mark of the Claw's above max price. Currently at 499. So it doesn't need to be that high at all. So we're going to put it on for... Interesting normal price we put that on for. 1,400. I think that could probably be boosted up. So that's gone with normal price rather than max price. There's one auction on for 499,000, which is way, way, way too high. But my normal could possibly be boosted up. So what I'm going to do is wait till I get to that one, Mark of the Claw, and just up the price of that ever so slightly. This one, I'll just change that to 3,400 and 3,300. Post on for that amount. This still hasn't been fixed yet, unfortunately, so you can't change the stack quantity. What's the scrapper? The scrapper is a way of getting expulsum. I haven't used it yet, other than the beginning quest, so I'm going to have a look at that. I could probably put some of my enchants in there, like these seals of versatility and stuff. I don't know if they're going to work like that, but I'll give it a go. Right, tailoring. That's the next thing we need to look at. Got that. Look at tailoring. Consumables can not go in the scrapper. Okay. So does that, is it only equipment? Take enchanting off and tailoring on, restock. So it's not like the obliterum thingy. Lots of vests selling quite well. Hexweave I don't have enough of, and so we're just going to do all of these. I'll do a gathering of that, open the task list. It's all in the guild bank, which makes it easy. So let's click on that and then move those. Click on my tailoring tab. Let's get those out. You can't. Okay, thank you, Karshin. Good evening, Huxnaver. Did I say good evening to you already? Can't remember if I did. Always post in the neutral auction house. Any drawback from the faction specific one? They're both combined, Mark, so the only reason I use this one is because it's convenient. That's the main thing. Seems to have stuck here at the moment. Is it possible to download my TSM settings? You're more than welcome to take my paste bin, which was last exported just before BfA. If I do a paste bin command, you're more than welcome to take mine. Obviously I've been developing it as soon as BFA's come out, so there's more to come really. This needs a reload, I think, so let's just do that, fix that up. No food or vellums, that's a shame, Commander Bond. Been having issues with lots of lag and need to find out how to re-download it. Is that lag on the auction house, Eureka, and are you on a high pop server? Because that is a known issue. A lot of the high pop servers are really struggling at the moment, which is a real shame. Right, let's try this again. Bolted woolen cloth. There we go, that's done now. Now we can go to our tailoring and make all our vests and what have you. Ready for the trial of style. You're on medium server, and you got it with the load screens and we're not opening profession tabs. Ah, right, okay. What you could try doing there is close down WoW and close down the Blizzard launcher and delete your cache folder in the World of Warcraft folder. It won't destroy anything, and then try loading it back up. That might help. You just gave up posting on your own auctions. It's way too slow. Yeah, it must be really frustrating on the high pop server because you just can't get anything done. Alright, we've made all of those. We're going to those, and then we're going to post scan. Get those back on. Too many sells and buys. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? So, order of the day. What else do we need to do today? The main thing we want to do is make sure that we've got all our prices set. Hopefully. Will I save the stream? Yep, you can always find my VODs saved on Twitch, and then if you wait another sort of 36 hours, they'll go straight onto YouTube after that. So there's always a way of getting hold of it. But thanks for stopping by, Intromison. I hope to see you again soon. Is it just the TSM main add-on that's needed, along with a desktop app? Have all the other plugins back from TSM3. Yes, you don't need those, Eureka, anymore, apart from the app helper. That's the only two you need. The TSM and the TSM app helper. All the rest you don't need. Shotter, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, got those on, those on. Any more things we need to do? I think we're okay for the moment. Anything else in the mail? No. How are we doing for bag space? Reasonable. We've got a bit of junk here that we picked up. We'll probably do with just clearing up that for a minute. So we'll get rid of those. Close those. These are the seals and the Cultiran skinning and crafting. I could probably do with using one of those myself, actually. Speed of crafting from primary professions of Cultiras and Zandalar. Well, let's just use one of those myself, actually.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Where's my gloves? Cultiran crafting. Not skinning. Crafting. Alright, which is my gloves? Whirlpool gloves, 192. Cultiran crafting, yes please. What kind of bag add-on is this one? It's not part of that TSM. This one's called Addy Bags, and I love it. I've got a link to it here. Bags, I believe. Should give you a link to it. There you go. Yeah, hopefully it helps, Eureka. Okay, onwards and onwards. So, what I want to do, I need to go to Stormwind, really. So let's just get the cloak on. Turn that off, turn that off. Bring my character up, click on that, and get ourselves to Stormwind. Don Dietz, thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. So now we're here. Now what I want to do is turn on war mode. How do I do that? Talents. There we go. War mode.
For the Alliance.
For the Alliance. Hey Jack, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your weekend been? Hope it's been good. And we need to change our cloak back to... Which cloak was it? This one. Barrel Tide Great Cloak 217. That's what I want. Doing good, lots of progress on the web. Excellent, excellent. Doing very well, thank you very much. We're starting to make some progress. Well, cooking's done. We need to make some progress on enchanting and tailoring today. Getting close to the 5 mil? Well, yes and no. Yes, because I've invested a lot of materials and I've managed to flip some of those using pretty stacks, but no, because I've spent a lot of that gold getting those materials. So I'm actually at a stalemate at the moment. I'm at 4291, but I do have a lot of materials. I've got a lot of gloom dust, which I'm going to make use of. Alright, okay, so I always forget the orientation of here when I come in. But I think it's this way. Yes, it is. You love to do professions, but you fall asleep waiting for scans. Yes, Krapata, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Hey, Zanzaful, how are you? Right. Okay. So, tailoring and enchanting. Let's have a look at where we're at with those. Now, I've done a little bit on the tailoring side. And the enchanter's right next to the tailor, which is really useful. That's the jewel crafting. Trader's tailor. Where was the enchanter? I know you're around here somewhere. There we go. Oh, Gengos, thank you ever so much for using your Prime. Really, really kind of you. Welcome to Samadan squad. You have your chef's hat all ready to use now. Thank you ever so much for your support. Moonloop, thanks for stopping by. Happy to connect to one of my streams. Watch my videos often. Hope you're enjoying BfA and making lots of gold. I am very much enjoying BfA. Not making as much gold yet, but I'm pretty sure. There we go. Tidesbury linen belt of the quick blade has just sold. My very first tailoring sale. So that's cool. Right, tailoring trainer. I need to get up to 50, and I'm only at 26. There we go. Got to spend gold to make gold at the moment. Exactly, Eureka. So I'm going to have to use some of my capital just to get some materials and get my professions leveled up. And Surox, thank you also for the sub. Coming in thick and fast. And we made a sale. Another Tidesbury linen pants of the quick blade. Thank you very much. Hold on, let me just do things in order. Sama Chef's hats for you, for your support. Thank you ever so much. Hendu, bandages. Yes, as Commander Bond was saying, bandages is the way to skill this one up. Cheers for the first day out. Yeah, and it's brilliant. Tide Spray Linen is actually selling. Coolest thing about the Bruce mount, people gathering around you to use your auction house and Borealis. Yeah, because there's no auction house, is there? Painfully slow on Argent Dawn can really just go and do stuff. 40 minutes, come back, TSM would still be searching or posting stuff. That's horrible. I really do hope that they do fix it. This is a way to skip singles. Yeah, 133 pages of cloth yesterday, mostly singles. Ouch. Yeah, that really hurts. Let's have a look at this tailoring, and let's look at some bandages. Let's use the standard UI for this one. We can make a load of these, 164, so we might as well skill up as best we can. Let's get to 50 if we can. I'll make a bunch of bandages. Hopefully I'll make some gold off the greens. If anyone uses the tailor braces to get expulsum, here's a string that will calculate expulsum price for you. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Jack, for that one. I haven't got to that yet because my bracer level is not that high. There we are. Oh, Surox, also with the cheers. Thank you very much for the double support. Really, really kind of you. After you get to 70, you haven't seen it skill up on bandages. Okay, well that's good to know. I'm going to get to 50, and then I'm going to do the... There we go. And then I'm going to do the extra stuff that I can do, and see what I can do there. I'm well off 120 EVO. I'm only at 111 at the moment, so I've got lots and lots of levelling to do as well. Yes, I've got the braces, but I don't have the rank 3. Do they? Oh, they don't come in ranks, do they actually? I tell a lie. I'm thinking of the wrong things. There we go. Yes, I do have the braces. I haven't tried it yet though. There we go. Thank you, Surox, that's very kind of you. Hope you had a nice weekend. I had a very nice weekend, thank you very much. Right, what else have we got? Well, I missed a few things there. There are no ranks for those. Excellent, that's good to know actually. Thank you, Jack. I'm going to have to come back and collect that string in a bit. And Wave, thank you. Moonloop, thank you also for the cheer. That's very, very kind of you. You leveled a horde, hates their quest now, leveling your ally, really like the quest. Interesting. So there's a big difference between the two. I've heard some people say they like it and they don't like it. Alright, so at 50, I'm going to at least train up what we've got to. So, deep sea bag, aha. So this is the 30 slot bag. And we've also got deep sea bandages, hooked deep sea net. Interesting. Okay. Panthalus, how are you? The more you don't care for playing Horde. Oh, right, okay, EVM, that's fair enough. You can only get the rank 3 recipes on professions using marks of honour. I think with some of them, yes, Lamnican, I did hear that. Takes around 3 to 5 bandages level per point between 50 and 70. Okay, thank you, Hendu. That's good to know.
Keeping warm, I ain't.
So how many do I need here? I can make another 119 bandages. Deep sea bandages need the deep sea satin. Now that's a rare commodity. I'm not going to be using those. And whether I can get to 70 from here should be enough, I think. That's probably the best way to level myself for the next lot. And then we'll go from there, I think. Oh, Cheerhead. Also with the Prime sub, thank you ever so much. Welcome to the Samadan squad. You also have a load of chef's hats available for your use. Thank you indeed for your support. And good evening to you as well. There's a sub train going on. Well, thank you all very much for your support. It's really, really kind of you. So there's a couple of things here. I could use the bandages but I'm not going to be able to sell them as well as potentially being able to sell some of these other things. I've sold a couple of things already. I don't know how well everything else sells, because they are saying they're a profit for me at the moment. It's been a while when they killed the mobile app and you got really frustrated. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a problem, wasn't it? How did the pantaloons go today? I've still got all the Shalderai silk. I haven't made any yet, so that's going to be some gold waiting to be just created. Shalderai silk itself, though, is pretty high, so I've not got any extras. I haven't bought any at all. No, it was over 3 gold, so I'm stuck on that one. So I'm thinking I could maybe make a few of these with my remaining Tide spray linen. I've still got it raw. Yes, exactly. I have a fair amount of it, I think. Let's have a look. Shalderai silk, I have 7,500 of it. You can craft the armour to level and scrap it. Yes, Doodle, that's a good idea. So, I could sell it raw. But I'm thinking I could at least turn it into the pantaloons or the satchels. All the greens will sell, yeah. I mean, we've just had our first sales, so I'm thinking let's make a few things here. What have I got at the moment? Make the bags with the silk, they will still sell well. Yes, Huxnaver, we're getting some good sales on the silkweave satchels still. Actually, I'm quite interested to look at the... Where is it? Those are the nets. There's the bag, the deep sea bag. So that's got the ranks on it, and that needs the deep sea satin. Aha, okay. And Tide spray linen and the nylon thread. So for a 30 slot bag, the crafting cost is currently at 3,500. And the highest one of that is the deep sea satin. So that's the bottleneck there for those bags. But they're all collectible. Do you know where to find any site with a group string for TSM for crafted raw materials? Which ones, Robgar? Because if you go onto the TSM website, they've got all the... Loads of people have put on their own groups, and you can get some stuff there. Wolfsbane's done a great one for BfA that includes professionals as well, but if you go to his pastebin, there's one for just the materials as well. I'll put that back in the chat. But that's obviously just BfA ones. That's the pastebin there. You rode bandages to green skill because really high value tailed items up around 75k, 75 still, and only needed 2 sil. Okay. I see your logic on that one, Commander Bond. Get yourself as high as possible and then do the other stuff. Alright, where are we at the moment? Let's try and get to 70 with this. 119 is a lot more, isn't it? So we're only going to have one opportunity to do this, so let's go through this one. Hexweave and the imbued silky bears, both also 30 slots, sell for far less than when people are posting the deep sea for. Yes, exactly. And Hexweave's still a good and easy maker. You're just limited by how many you can make. You end up eating the bandages. Yeah. That's going to be a nice meal. Do it with the cooking. But I think that's something I'm willing to go for. Let's see, we're at 56. I'll at least get to 70. Let's see how that goes. Tasty bandages. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be that tasty really, are they? At least you can make a lot of them. That's the good thing. Up to 60, so we need another 10. If we can get them with 70, we should be able to. Skill up wise. Astrac Bits, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you should not do that. Okay. And hi. Well, it's kind of like a cross between... Okay, well, I've got a few of the Tide Spray stuff already on. So I want to get myself to 70. Will they sell? I'm not sure, actually. That's an interesting one. Right. Ipsid, thank you very much for the follow. Just going to wait till I get to 70, and then I'm going to cancel this. So I've at least got myself to that level. There we go. Done it for that one. Catch up on bandages. Craft braces and then scrap them. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to do. Now that I've got to 70, I'm going to go on and do the braces. Because you get a lot more bandages, and this takes 10 linen, and the bandages only takes 2 linen. So it's a lot cheaper for me to just get to 70 first, and then I'm going to carry on from here. What's my next thing? 75. Okay. So let's make some braces. And we're going to create all of these, and we're going to use some... There we go, 72. There we go, done that. Still checking the markets for living steel and Courier, more in bars. Some realms, prices dropped a lot. I haven't checked them actually, Jack. That's a good point. Why would you scrap instead of disenchanting? The main reason, I think, is so you can get Expulsum. I don't know what needs Expulsum yet, though. That's the thing, though. Oh, thank you very much, Abstract Bits. So it's a big win. Yeah, I've not used this yet. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Light step insole. Movement speed increased by 10%. Oh, excellent. All your tailoring honor gear will use it. Okay, Danny, thank you very much for that. Alright, scrapper. Oh, it's around here somewhere. Let's ask a guard.
Something to report?
Transmogrify vendors portals in Emissaries Barber Bank. They're not going to tell me where that is.
Anchors away.
Thank you, Jack. I need to get some Expulsum before I can actually do this. It's under points of interest. Ah, thank you, Wowphil. So, points of interest. Let's have a look at my map. We have it on. So let's see if we can find it. Oh, at the guard. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Oh yes, there you go. Points of interest. Thank you. Scrapper. Excellent. Oh, it's just here. Lovely. Thank you very much for that. Very useful. And it's up here. Right. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I'm going to test this out with some braces. Hidden braces of the Fire Flash. Any of these actually good for anything? Haste Mastery is probably quite a good one. Let's take that one off. Crit Haste, that's also good. Let's keep that one. Versatility Mastery. Crit Versatility. Versatility Mastery. Let's scrap those. What do we get? We get some Expulsum. First time I got some Expulsum. And some Tide Spray Linen. So let's have a look at this Expulsum. Ah, binds when picked up. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. Probably scrapped about 800 braces already. Really? You can do it already. And there we go. Enchant Neck Gift of Haste is selling. Okay, that's good. They don't sell, do they not, Huxhaver? Okay. So, what do we do now we've got some? Do we have it in as a material? Because I didn't have it before when I looked for it. Does TSM recognize it now? Let's search for it. EXP? No. Because it's not in a profession yet that I know how to do anything with yet. Alchemist can transmute and would have a tune with 2 clouding crafts to take full benefit. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got no professions that use it though, so I wonder if I've just not Something's a bit weird then. I wonder. And bandages, it'll be lovely if we could have scrapped those. I don't think we're going to sell those. Try a reload. Yeah, let's go for that. If in doubt, reload. Well, the expulsum apparently is used in the higher level stuff. How much gold did I buy Gloom Dust? Try to remember. On an average, about 45 gold. So it's quite expensive. Oh, you just sold some of your bandages. Excellent. Yeah. I reset them, and then I was able to sell some for 60 or 80 gold. And then I'm going to see if I can sell some more a bit later. But the main thing I wanted to do is make sure I got my enchanting leveled up, because enchanting for me is going to be the main profession I want to make my gold on, especially with the dungeons and raids. The honoured gear sells well though, yeah, so I need to get to that level, so I need some more tide spray for that. Let's have a look. We're looking for crafting reports, materials, EXP. No expulsum there. So I don't think TSM's seen it yet. It hasn't seen anything that can use it. And where do we get to? Let's go back to the enchanter. Where are we at? So train me in tailoring. Actually, we'll look in our tailoring. That'd be easier in the unlearned tab. Switch to the standard, go into unlearned. So we're going to want to get up to this honourable stuff that uses the expulsum, which has some good value on it. That's the main thing we want, the item level 300 stuff. And we need, oh, we only need tailoring at 85 for this. We're not far off of that. Okay, well this is good. So I need to make sure I'm going to go and get some... I need to go get myself some more tide spray cloth, just to level this up a little bit more. And get myself to 85. Okay, well that's a plan. So next time I'm in the auction house, I'm going to go pick up some tide spray. In the meantime, we're going to move on to enchanting. There's the dual crafting trainer. Where's the enchanting trainer? Fashions. Points of interest. Bank. Trainers. Enchanting. You're right next to me, aren't you? There you are, you're over there. Okay. It's behind you. You're farming lemon at the moment. Okay.
Ahoy.
There we go. Train me in enchanting. So... we've leveled it up already, up to 19. So we'll learn these things. And then our next lot is at 35. So what have we got here? Enchanting. And I've got plenty of gloom dust. I'm willing to take the hit on this, really, so that I can just at least get my leveling up to the next levels on this. Because what's the unlearned stuff? The weapon enchants. I bet you these are going to be a profit, hopefully. Ooh, we've got Umbra shards now. And Gloom shards. How do I get Umbra shards? And Pax is Veiled crystals. Oh, that was it. Midnight Hawk, you said that. Veiled crystals will slow you down. Aha, yes. Now I see what you mean. Have I made a lot of money since launch? No, I haven't, Undead. I've literally just stayed flatlined more than anything else. I've managed to flip a few things using pretty stacks. The braces that I didn't scrap were good for me to wear. There might be any. I'll go and check. Anyone know how to get gloom charge right now? I literally just bought them at the moment. Oh, Erosium, thank you ever so much for the host. Very kind of you. How was your stream? For whatever reason, it seems much more doable to level a profession from 1 to 110 than from 7 to 810. Yeah, excellent, Erosium. I'm glad it went well. Thank you ever so much for the thank you very much for the host. Disenchant blue stuff will be the imagine the way you can do that, definitely. You only scrap trinkets. Okay, haven't stopped buying quite a while. I thought you'd send some love. Oh well, thank you very much, Erosian. It's very kind of you. The Veil Crystals is the one that replaces Chaos Crystals. Okay, Phil. So those are going to be the tricky ones. Here we go. So we got each of them here. Veiled Crystals, which, ooh, look at that, 10,000 gold at the moment. And then Umbra Shards are at 95. And then the Gloom Dust, which is like the Arcana, which is at 40 at the moment. My average purchase price was 45, and I've got loads of it. I've got 800 on the auction house. So that was an attempt at a reset earlier today that failed, but I'll make use of it for the moment just to get myself up a little bit on these. So looking at these will probably not give me any profit. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're all no profit whatsoever. So what can I do with this? By buying crystals and selling haste weapon enchants. Yeah, I think I just need to get myself to the next thing, really. You love enchanting profitably by buying crystals and selling haste weapon enchants. Let's have a look. Haste weapon enchants, unlearned. Which is the haste one? Critical strike, mastery, haste. This one. So that needs the Umbra Shards and the Gloom Dust and the Veiled Crystals. The packed enchants require 8 Veiled Crystals as well. Okay. Yeah, these packs look interesting. Can't see the profits on these at the moment, unfortunately. So I think what we're going to need to do, follower equipment disenchanting rod. What's that? Chance to bring back enchanting dust from successful missions. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Right, well, let's get on with a little bit of stuff here. So none of these are going to be that useful. So let's pick something that has a better sale rate than anything else, which at the moment is the herbalism and the crafting. So let's make a bunch of those just to get ourselves some levels. So let's try... Oh, we'll have to use TSM for this rather than that. So herbalism, let's queue up 10, and crafting, let's queue up 5, queue up those. It's a loss of 2,500. Tranquilities, thank you very much for the follow. So we're gonna have to take this hit, unfortunately. It's gonna go for it. Let's see what our herbalism enchanting is gonna go up to. I've been buying up the haste ring enchants 1 to 3 gold each, hoping once everyone levels their enchanting they'll stabilise to like 20. Not bad idea actually, Undead. Let's go through, let's at least get this leveled up to something useful. We want some skills up. 23 at the moment. 24. What do I need to get to next? I mean, I can try selling these. If not, I can use them myself. I know Samadan will use the crafting and Awakening will use the herbalism ones.
What can I do for you?
Now, what do we need next? We need to be up at 35 for the next lot. For the next lot of seals. So we've still got another 28 to go. So let's wrong one. Go to enchanting. Right. Okay. So let's do some mining. 5 of those, and 5 of the skinning. Let's try these next. I don't like losing money, but sometimes you're going to have to for the sake of a profession. Let's just close that down. Oh, I could use that actually. That was showing me what my level was. I want to get to 35 if we can. No, we're not going to do it. So, let's see what it's investment. That's a good point, actually. Simplify. It's not technically losing money. I'm looking at this and just worrying about the price, but it's not really, is it? Cooled hearthing. Permanent chance brace to reduce the cooldown of your hearthstone. Ooh, that's interesting. Safe hearthing. Okay. Ah, Imperial Jedi, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you. And Swift Hearthing. Those are quite interesting. Wrist enchants. Obviously these need Umbra Shards, which are currently at 95 gold according to that, which is reasonable. I should go and look for those. This is where I need an auction house mount. That could at least level me up a little bit more, but I'm not too far off the 35. Let's get to the 35 with some of these. Let's do another load of herbalism. No, the crafting. Let's do herbalism. Queue that up. There we go. Those are enchanter only, are they? Oh, okay. Only the enchanter's braces can be enchanted. Okay, I didn't read that bit. Okay, thank you, Key. Oh, Simplify. Thank you ever so much for the sub. Your cultist is 500. Thank you ever so much for your support. Welcome to the Samadan squad, and here are a load of chef's hat for you to use as you wish. 4 minutes cooldown is really nice, actually. I could see how that would be useful. 33, craft next. Let's get to 35. Or not, as the case may be. We've gone green on these. Okay, let's go for some seals. Let's do 5 crits, 5 hastes. Oh, thank you, Simplify. It's very kind of you. Really appreciate the support. Okay, we're up to 35. 36, in fact. Let's go learn some more. So, Seal of Critical Strike, Train, Train, and Train, and Train. Next is going to be up to 40. For these are the weapon enchants, which is what I want to get to. So I want to get to 40. So now we're here. We've got some better numbers here. So I'm assuming I can just carry on crafting what's already in here, and it will have adjusted. Spell not learned. Yeah, let's clear the queue. Re-put those back in. So haste. Let's queue up a load of those. And versatility seems to have a better one here, but I'm not sure which one will be the right one. Hey, right one too. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're at 36. Oh, we don't need that much actually. Let's carry on with the haste. See how we can get on with this. 39 and then 40. There we go. Right. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we've got some weapon enchants. And those are incredibly terrible prices. Let's clear the queue on that. So now we've got Coastal Surge, which is short heal over time. And then that one's increase your attack speed, a leech, and a torrent of elements. Okay. And then the next lot is at 60. Okay. So you get Veiled Crystals by discharging a purple item. I would guess so. The Veiled Crystals are going to be the top ones, aren't they? Or there may be some other means of doing it. Just wondering, when we talk, do you have an accent to me? No, not really, Evia. It's literally I see the words, so I don't put an accent on them. I just read them. The words go straight into my brain. Lil Smeesek, thank you very much for the follow. Apologies if I butchered your name. So at the moment, we're doing some great work with the leveling of enchanting and tailoring so far. You couldn't find out much info about veiled crystals. Yeah, I think it's going to be something in the future, isn't it? But obviously a veiled crystal at 10,000 gold is going to be way too much. I'm going to have to do things on umbral shards. So let's go back to my standard user interface. So the only things I can really do here is the rings and things here. The ones that are rank 2 now. I could possibly do a few more of those. Get myself to 60. Let's try a few of those. So let's carry on with the haste for now. Let's do another 10. Let's do 11 for luck. There we go. See how we get on with these. From blue to purple 310. Yikes, very nice, Syrox. That's where I want to get to. Okay, we're doing okay with the rank 2s so far. Skilling up. That's a reasonable number so far. 47. I want to get myself to 60. So we can get ourselves. Alright, I'm going to do some of these as well. Might as well put some variety in there. Good evening, Mr. Deadfellow. Doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? How's your weekend been? We are currently spending our gold on leveling up our enchanting, trying to get ourselves to at least a profitable level. At this point we're going for 60 to see if we can get some haste weapons. That's going to be the sweet spot, hopefully. Come on, you can do it. I've got to 59. Let's do some critical strikes. There we go. Right, let's train these ones. And a disenchanting rod. What's this? Chance to bring back enchanting dust from successful missions. Oh yes, that's the one. Okay, there we go. Okay. Having some really sweet mailboxes. Excellent. Congratulations on that. Right, so now what have we got? Deadly navigation. That's the critical strike. That's the mastery. And that's the haste one. This one. So now we need the veiled crystals and the umbra shards. Now the veiled crystals are the tricky ones because those are 10,000 gold. And there's 71 auctions at that price. So I'm going to have to see if I can find them at a decent price for that. Because at 10,000, that's just crazy. That's going to be my bottleneck, as you said. No, not yet, right one too. I'm still a long way off. We're kind of just stalled at this 4,300,000 at the moment. We've had to invest quite a bit into mats at the moment. So that's one thing. And the next thing is going to be just seeing what markets we can start working our way into. Let's have a look where we're at the moment. Not sure how Tailoring linen's priced at your realm, but in your realm you buy it at 1 gold per piece, craft green and scrap them. Every 6th scrapped gear you get expulsum and craft the honourable contestants right away. Really is making you a fortune. Okay, Syrox, I need to get to that level really, so I need some tide spray. Looking at this, that's going to do it for me. You got 1.1 million in the mailbox earlier. That was for 3 hours of sales. That's very nice. Good evening, Gwilyn. How are you? Did I get my pet chicken yet? No, I haven't got one of those either. I would like one though. That sounds cool. Hard time doing anything with the servers the way they are taking about putting Gilbang so behind. Missed the train on big goal, but well, yeah, it's frustrating definitely if you're trying to move in those markets. I'll make loads later. Hopefully they'll fix this stuff. Yes, right one too. You definitely will. But no doubt about that. A chicken called Francois. Excellent. We're sad though. He's white, not gold. Oh, it would have been nice gold, definitely. If you have 1 million gold on your character, it gives you a free chicken. Oh right. Okay, that's brilliant. Oh, my son mentioned that actually. I remember him telling me. Right. Okay. So where are we at? Let's have a look. We've got our Storm Song Valley quest we were doing over here, leveling up a little bit. We've got some Tide Spray we need to go and collect so we can level up our tailoring, because at the moment we are sat at level 72 of 150 for tailoring, so we need to get that through to get the honourable stuff. And then, oh yeah, it looks like it's lagging. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. Right, I think we've got a steady green at the moment. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Hopefully we're back. I didn't actually have to do a reboot in the end, I just restarted OBS. Are we back? Fingers crossed, hopefully we're back. I do apologise for that. Turning it off and on again, that was pretty much the solution for OBS. I just turned it off and then back on again, and it seems to work. Okay, right, fantastic. Just got your 3rd Great Sea Ray. Oh, excellent. I haven't got one yet. Although I'm only at 68 of fishing at the moment, so we're on a roll for that at least. Okay, right, we're back in business. So let's have a look. So this is where we stand at the moment. Oh, well, Samadan has appeared. Your first was at level 80. Okay, so I've got a little bit more to go back. 30k in 5 days. Very nice. I think the price is going to consistently drop, I would have thought, over time. So I've got 2 choices here now. I could go off and do a little bit of questing, and then I can carry on back with my enchanting stuff. Or I can go and do the tailoring and enchanting now, and then come back to the questing. I think I'm going to do the questing first. Hey Beware, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Let's hop on my horse, it's going to be easier. As we've stuck around with the crafting for a while, let's go over and carry on some of the storyline up in the north, whereas the Flight Master. So we've got a load of stuff up here, fabricated fabrications, and there's a load of stuff over here. So let's go off to this one, the Meadery. That was quite cool. My guess is the drop rate is buffered in the start and will go down. There's a lot of mount farms that are completely ridiculous at the moment, and Blizzard's patching a lot of them. Yeah, they are patching like they did with the oil, isn't it? Let's just turn that off. There we go. 45 minutes fishing average, so the time price will fall to around 6k eventually. That makes sense, Huxneighbour. I can see your logic in that one. Good, every couple of 100 casts. Okay. You're riding your brother. This griffin? Or the stallion? Oh, right, yes, the stallion, yeah. Now I'm with you, Jack. Might just pick up 1 or 2 in case they do nerf the drop rate. You never know. The pack mule is insane. You've got 2 after 4 hours. Yeah, I've got that right. Oh, someone went past me there. Now I've got war mode on. Now, as we all know, I am not a PvPer, so if any horde come along, I'm toast. But what we do have is a fishing spot, so I'm going to start with that. We've got some great sea catfish. There we go. First time Jack's been referred to as a stallion. Really pointless post 120. Yeah, I guess once you've got the level, haven't you? Okay, now the interesting thing is here, I've updated GatherMate now, and it's recording the nodes for me. So this is going to be interesting. Just learn tailoring, wish you luck. Good luck, Gengos. Good luck indeed. And it seems like the higher end of tailoring is where the money's at. So that's where I want to get myself to. Where's next on the quest line? We need to go up this way, so let's head on over. Back when it was sort of newish to the game, when it came to the PvP thing, you got attacked and stood there got it over with. It was like, okay, fine, just kill me so I can go about my way. Yeah, I think I'm going to be like that right one too. Which quest do we want to find up on? The missing link. Let's try that one. Let's go have a look. And we're also doing discipline here, so I've got to get used to the rotation on that. You killed an elite underwater mob. Thanks for an achievement. It's in the middle of nowhere. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we've got the weapons. This value looks like we must do that. Well, you will receive a staff that's 214. Oh, let's swap out actually. Light's Wrath 196. That'll be easier. Let's dismount first. There we go. Complete that. So now we have a weapon. Where was the weapon? There it is. 214 versus my 196 Light's Wrath. Okay, so there we go. Artifact weapon no longer needed. Hey Solinest, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And fabricated fabrications. We did the blueprints. We got some more war resources, which then adds to this, the war cache, which is gathered enough resources to begin the assault on Zandalar. Okay. Not sure if I want to do that. You should return to Commander Wormblade to begin working with the 7th Legion. Okay. I'll carry on here for now. Missing link. We need to get to the bottom of all this before the song gets offensive. Quest item continued. A cipher, of course, but apparently what's it covered in?
Take care of yourself out there.
Okay, off we go. Uploading launcher, then into game. Small little lag. Logging into the launcher, then into the game. Small little lag. Usually, but I normally have lag like that anyway. Who's that? When I opened my mind to the currents during the ritual, I felt the presence of a member of Lord Stormsong's innermost circle. Wave speaker Ride. If anyone can locate the missing fleet, it's him. I will not stand by my brothers while my brothers move against our own people. Oaths be damned. We must force Ride to see reason. Confront Wave speaker Rise. Ride or read? Read. He says read, so we'll go for that. He says quickly, but there's fishing to be done, so we're going to do that first. Oh, where's my underlight angler? There we go. We'll do a spot of fishing, because we're going to get some frenzied fangtooth, which is currently worth 20 gold each at the moment. Squirrel. Yeah, exactly. I want to get my fishing level up. That's the main thing. If you didn't have BfA, how would you go by making gold? I would be sitting on the auction house and buying things up and pretty stacking them. So I'd be buying up all the singles and pretty stacking them in stacks of 200. Do good. Even picked up your leatherworking pattern that says it's 750k regionally. Got it for 444. Very nice. All this time since you got into the stream, you've been sitting here waiting for the scan to stop, and so you can hit the post button. Oh god, right onto that is really slow. That must be so frustrating. Let me just move around a little bit. There we go. There we go. Auction house really so many. Any other thing you'd do? I would maybe... Ooh. Okay, I've been PvP'd. Okay, what do I do? Okay, just kill me. There you go, I did a psychic scream. Penance. Smite. Mindbender. Feared. What else could I do? Another shield. Let's siphon. Mindbender. Oh, we lasted a little bit. We lasted a little bit. The crab's gonna get you though. There you go. There's my first PvP. I could beat him for sure. I'm gonna have to get practiced at that. I'm just not used to PvP at all. Just dot him and spam heal. Yeah, not a bad idea actually. Let's resurrect. Let's go Underlight Angler and go stealth mode. Where's my chef's hat? Hold on. You can't do anything without a chef's hat. Toy box. Chef's hat. There we go. There we go. Let's try that in a bit of peace, see if that works. Oh, we've got that one now. Let's go over and do this one. Let's get my fortitude back on. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Good money in fish. I'm not sure exactly whether there's money in it, but at the moment I'm saving it all for my cooking. So this is kind of future time invested. The main thing for me here is also just to level up my fishing. Currently at 70, I'd like to get it to at least maximum. So I'm going to make the most of it. If you didn't have BfA, also continue with Legion Shuffles if they are profitable. Yep, they can be. Obviously, no one's out farming that kind of stuff at the moment, so there's still stuff you can do. Ghost Iron Ore is another thing from Pandaria. That would be something to do if people are trying to do the living steel and the trillium and everything. Okay, let's carry on in our quests. I wonder if you could give me some help with TSM. I was setting for 24, but always with 48. I don't know if it's a bug. I think it is a bug, actually, because it used to be 24, and I've noticed mine have been going for 48 as well. So I think it is. I don't think it's you, I think it's a bug. Alright, what have we got here? Okay, listens rigging. Right, okay, Brother Pike, okay. Yeah, it's very, very slow, Volton. Load on so much of the shuffle mats months before BfA cheap, so your alts usually do this. Okay, right one too. Takes you around 30 to 40 seconds to post an auction. Yeah, it's just painfully slow. Right, let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
The tides shift, brother. If you do not stand with us, then you are lost.
There we go. Thank you, Alhaven, for the follow. Oh, hold on. Let's actually do. Oh, I've got my fishing rod on again. Smite, dot, dot, dot that. There's one on that one. Do the heal and that. Do that. Do an AoE. Get those down. Is this working? Can we do you? Cannot attack that target. Okay, I'll just help you out then. I'm assuming this is all I'm going to be doing.
You were always too weak to serve my Lord Stormsong's side.
Do that. Do one of those. Dot that one up. Dot that one up. Do that one. Get my Mindbender out. Dot that. Dot that one. Do this. Smite that one down. Smite that one down. Okay, carry on.
Great one deep below.
Aha, now we got two.
By her will, we shall be whole once more.
We should be whole once more. I'm not really sure that's a good idea. Let's carry on with this. You do your tide stuff, Harry Potter style. I'll do my... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. You okay, Brother Pike?
I have much to prepare. Deal with them.
Deal with them. Oh, okay. Riptide. Wow, okay, you're massive. Do that, do that, do that, do that. There you go. Press the wrong buttons. Do that. There we go. Actually learning could use some help with operations channels. Really enjoy the YouTube channel, so want to check the live stream. Oh, thank you very much. 123 day trade. Need a macro so when you fish you can click it and it'll re-equip the weapon. Yes, good idea, right on 2, actually. I need to do that. Pardon me, I'll just concentrate on just getting this battle done and we'll finish up with that. Ah. We're back to the beginning again. Okay, let's start that again then. Something was odd there. I wasn't paying attention. Why did he suddenly go back to full health? Hydro blast. I'll maybe just spam you down a little bit. There's me schism. There it is. Let's spam that down. Because I bounced too far. Could have been. Could have been. Let's try and get a few more smites in. The penance works. There you go. Let's get that a bit closer. There we are. That's a bit better. There we go. That's a bit better. That was a nice animation on that character. I like that. Ah, where's my brother gone? Hold on. Where are you? Okay. Around there. How can we back with engineering and explanation? You can mount those functions. You can. Sure. Okay. Thank you, 123 day trade. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I missed you as you came in. I was busy fighting at the time. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, so the command for that actually, no. Command for that is go and attack a stag. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to type in /learn. That was on the wrong thing. Oh well, right, there we go. Apologies, Mr. Stag. Let's go back to the shrine.
What have we become?
What have we become? Okay, choose your reward. An Armis, which is, ooh, 280 for a shoulder, or a 280 chest. I think we'll have to go for the chest one. Complete that. Tide speaker vestments. New head power available. Right. Okay. Okay, what did I miss there? That's all fine, we've got that one. Yes, I was trying to type in the /learn. Okay, learn. The link to my YouTube series is there. That's the playlist for all the TSM guides. And thank you, Big Caps, for the follow. Very kind of you. So, help Brother Pike investigate this omen. Pike reads a retreat, still feel a terrible darkness nearby. We should listen to the Time's answers. Appreciate you joining me in case more danger strays into our path. And Trader Craze 50, thank you also for the follow. Okay, let's accept that. Azurite Power is available. Swap that back over.
The omen comes from there. Long has my order listened to the sea.
Right click? No, shift right click. There we go.
Gentle whispers.
Applies holy specialization. Enemy you hammer dies, heal for 2000. Every 30 seconds, gain and absorb shield. Resounding protection. Is that the same kind of absorb shield? Enemy you harm dies, you heal and gain 45 speed. Ooh, speed's useful. Let's take that. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Have I sold my fish oil yet? Yes, Blixman, I did sell some of it. I haven't sold all of it, but I did put some of it on, definitely. I need to head on up here. Voices below. Omen investigated. Yeah, I went for speed, because just thinking as running around, I'm going to need that. Every time I kill something, it's going to be useful for farming stuff in the future. Let's have a look. Here we go. Omen investigated. It's going to be on the bridge, isn't it? Here we go. Alright, got the correct weapon on. Actually, no, we don't need that weapon on. We've got the wrong weapon on. We now need this weapon. So that needs to go here instead of that. There we go. There's a better way of doing that, I'm sure, but as Right12 said, with the macro or something like that. How high do they go up for you? For me, currently, let's have a look. Where's my oil? Here. Currently, they're sitting at 24 gold, market value of 40. And I had an average purchase price of 2 gold 33. And I've sold 700 for an average price of 14 at the moment. But the high price, because that was also including my low price when I was doing it as a vendor flip, our high price was 56 gold I was able to sell them for. What bags am I using for Addy bags? Yes, it's Addy bags that I'm using. You bought 2,000 that evening, around 6 gold, and sold all at average a bit over 30 gold. Very nice, Faxnova. Yeah, I've kept hold of a lot of it myself. What's down there? The corrupted tight skipper. Okay, let's do this. I can feel it strongly here. Something dark stirs. Okay. There we go. Cinematic.
Brothers and sisters.
He looks interesting.
Our glorious destiny.
Okay.
Those things are Kathir.
Kathir.
Come from the darkest reaches beneath the tide. Most think them mere legend. Stories used to warn of the danger of
Okay.
peering too deep with our magic. If they walk among us, the fleet is in grave danger.
The fleet is in grave
Stand
danger.
with you, for the storm's way.
Okay, here we go. Alright, what have we got?
Tides bless you.
Must help the others before they are overrun. Okay. Beneath the sea, use the abyssal beacon to dispel writhing grasps. Okay.
Tides reaches a long guide. Let him go, Taylor.
Do that. Kill skeletal sailors. Okay, right. What do we need to do? Southern grasp dispelled. That's interesting. It's like a pile of bones. What you need to do is go over here and get one of those. That's what we need to do. Let's do this. Let's go through. Assuming that by max level you get other Azurite armor pieces so you can pick up powers to help. Okay. Yeah, I reckon so. There we go, do that.
Tides consume your wicked flesh.
And what's this? Sea Glide Elixir. Is that going to be useful? You want to head over... Alright, you're over here. Oh, that's cool. Look at the effect on that, the water. There we go. Bought a bunch of Montazia and Cold Tiramisu as well for a few silver. All went up a couple of gold as well. Yeah, that's definitely what I did as well. So I've got a huge stock of those, so hopefully that's going to be useful. Right, where's the next one? Somewhere over here. Oh, it's down there. Do that, top that one up, top that one up. Give myself a shield in a minute. There we go. Really need to do that one actually. Let's get myself a mind bender to help out with this. That's a bit better. And we can do our thing on that one.
Your grasp will protect this vessel no
And
longer.
Tide Blood. What do we need to do for the Tide Blood? Okay. Don't know what that did. This one's over here. Let's click to view quest. Collect 20 Tide Blood. Okay. And that one's up here. I'm in combat. 2 skeletons. One there, one there. Give myself a shield. Do that, do that. Go all in on the Midnight Salmon. Let's hope Blizzard will not increase the drop rate. Let's hope so, Hucksaver. I was able to sell 50 of them for a decent price. So, fingers crossed. Skeletons slain. What else do we need? Okay, here's the sealed Tide Blood. Deal with that. And another load there. And we've also got over here another load. What's down here? Runes? Are they any good? We're just getting random things here. I think it's around this side somewhere. Oh, got someone on my tail. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Soul beacon. 4. There we go. Do one of those. Do a skeleton. Need still another 4 skeletons. Let's see if we can find those. That's a sea crawler. That's all that. Where are all the skeletons? Let's have a look. Look around here. Maybe they're up the top on the boat. That's a cultist. They're all corruptors. I want a skeleton. Lots of skeletons. Yeah, that's going to be the bottleneck, isn't it? That salmon. Let's go back to the beginning, because that's where skeletons were, actually. And we need some more Tide Blood as well whilst we're here. So let's go in here. AoE these down a little bit. Do that. Oh, got a cramp in my foot. Just excuse me 1 moment. There's shield. Dot those up. Dot that one up. Get the tide spray. That's that. Loot that. Ah, got some Tide Blood there. And then the other thing is skeletons and 2 sea crawlers we do need to do. That's a harpooner. That's a harpooner. Let's go over this way. Okay, here we go. What's the move post cap to bags compared to the shortfall? Alright, that's a jack one. Tide crawlers. There was one up here. So let's go around to that. And that's a skeleton. We'll use those. Do that, do that. Take you. Oh, let's just jump down. Let's AoE this all in. Dot, 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 dot. Back to you. Do that. Do a shield. Do that. Do a mind bender. There you go. That's pretty nice. Dot, dot, dot. There's a skeleton there. A skeleton there. Could do that. Do that. AoE some of these down. We should be able to get some of these. Maybe we'll pull in another one there and another one there. Do that. And we can do that. We can AoE those in. And then we can do that. Do another thingy, schism thing. Smite that one down. Make sure my shields are going up okay. Oh, that was pretty good. Now we can hand those back in. I think that was all of them. What have we got here missing? Schools and Perch School. Okay. Let's head on back. Over the bridge. Do that. Dot that one up. Dot that one. Do that. Do that. TSM Bank UI is broken, is it? Hey Brain Manager, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, not paying attention. There we go. There we go. Serenity, thank you also for the follow. None of the options work properly. Yeah, I think there is a problem with some of them, definitely. There we go, let's do that. Get the gold. Hand in the quests. Complete the quest. Stay on course and back to the brother one. You don't use warehousing yet. Yeah, I tried having a look at it and I didn't find much use of it at the moment. Beneath a veil, choose your reward. A beacon held in the offhand or a finger, which is 214, which I'll take that instead. I'll up my equipment nonetheless, and we'll take that. And then we've got Forbidden Rites. Kill 15 Kathir and disrupt 6 rituals. And Gathering Storm. Place 4 focusing rods on the Abyssal Melody. Okay. More and more stuff, and then we've also got more stuff here. Find Samuel Williams. Okay. Right. Right, I think I'm going to leave that quest for now. Where's the... yeah, we have got a flight point here. I'm going to head back to Borealis and carry on with my tailoring and what have you. So let's go through for that. Head around here. We need to go back to the auction house, actually. There we go. Not even looking at the transport. I'll have a look at it in a bit. What did I miss? There we go. Just group that. You select Super Bag and Bank. Use that a lot in TSM 3. Very helpful. Shortfall will restock your bags with what you have sold. I think the other will just fill up your stacks. Okay. One does see 58 pages on your server because 2 people listing over 1,500 stacks of one overpriced. Sometimes you wish you permaban them on the auction house. Yeah, truly insane. That's just going to clog things up, isn't it? Has TSM ever had a bug to not allow you to view a profession tab? There's been a time when the tab goes blank and you have to switch to groups and then back to the tab. Rexon Mastix, thank you very much for the follow. Vanton X ZA, sorry. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that reminds me, actually. I was going to do a... I had a whole load of t-shirts arrive from QWERTY, and I was going to do a giveaway of a random t-shirt, and I figured it would be useful. Haul. Yeah, we're going to have a look at stuff. So what I've got is a bunch of t-shirts. That's the one that I was going to do a giveaway on. What I have so I thought I'd start off. There we go. So let me just swap over to full screen on this one. Hold on. Which one is it? This one, I think. Right. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to set up my keyword thing first, because I'm going to need that working. Pro streamer here. So let's just go have a look. Oh, I haven't got a window open. Hold on, be right back. Just need to get a new window up. There we go. Now we're back. I can get my other windows up. There we go, that one, and that one, and that one. There we go. Right, okay. Full beard incoming. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the Nightbot so I can do the giveaway on it. Looks so different in the different photos. There it is. Let me just get this set up, and then that way I can just get this all working properly. So this should work. There's my dashboard. I can do that. I want the window to be bigger. Hold on. There's more than one Samadan, but no one knows. Okay, well that's not really useful. There we go, that's what I wanted. Giveaways. Just make my window a bit bigger, or rather smaller. So I'm going to change that to regular, that one's that, and then that's going to be that. So this is going to be, I'm going to do a giveaway of one of these QWERTY t-shirts. Now, where's the code word, keyword? Mods, regulars, everyone can have one. Keyword is right. Let's see if this works. Okay, so let's go full screen on this one. Actually, you can. There we go. Right, so the t-shirt I got from QWERTY is a, oh, there we go, a Deadpool unicorn one. So Deadpool dressed as a unicorn, and unicorn dressed as Deadpool. So this is a men's medium in size. So it's the same size as I'm wearing, so it's kind of the same size as me, which is probably not much use to you. So if you go onto QWERTY and you can see their sizing chart, and you can have a look. I've done the keyword is going to be Deadpool. I think that's going in. Where's the keyword thing on? Yeah, Deadpool's the keyword. So Deadpool. But obviously you're going to need to give me your address, and I'll post it out to you. Let me just go back to the regular scene. There we go. Right. Is that working? Yeah, we've got people coming in. There we go. So if you'd like to win that, I'll post it out to you. Let's have a look, see if I can find the QWERTY sizing chart for you. Let's go there. So if you click on anything, go buy now, and click to see the size chart. This is the size chart. So for a men's medium in centimeters is 51 centimeters wide and 71 centimeters long. In inches is 20 inches wide and 28 inches long. So that's the size of it. Say rig to increase your chance for a win. Yeah, that's how it works on Gumdrops' streams. So I'll let that run for a little while, and then I'll pick a winner. This is my way of just saying thank you to all of you for hanging out in stream, and it's been amazing, this journey so far. I've nearly been streaming for a whole year, and I'm already at something like 3,700 subscribers on YouTube and 2,700 on Twitch, and then on Twitter I've got something like 800. So without all your support, none of this would be possible. So it's just a way of saying thank you to everyone for hanging out in the chat. So I'll let that run for, well, let's run that for another 10 minutes until it gets to 11 o'clock. So anyone else who wants to jump on that, they can. I can see quite a few have come in already. Thank you, Jolo Black, for the follow. Very kind of you. Let's keep that running for a bit, and I'll head back to the Salty Sailor Tavern. Whilst I'm going back there, you can keep typing in Deadpool. So I'll post that out once we've got a winner. Let me just close that down actually. Move that over there. There we go. Oh, I like my weapon actually. That nice anchor looking weapon. How am I leveling Enchanting? Well, we've got it so far with the Gloom Dust. Oh, I'm PvP'd actually. This is a bad idea to be here as a PvP. Hold on. Hold on. This is bad. I forgot about War Mode. I don't like War Mode. Let's go to Dalaran. And then let's go to Stormwind and turn that off. There's no problem, right one too. I don't mind shipping to US as well. That's kind of like, I know a lot of my viewers are US, so I kind of like factored that in anyway. So you're more than welcome to enter if you are in the US. Thank you, Doodle, for the follow. Alright, we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to Stormwind. Oh, we're at the wrong thing. We need to be able to fly. Hold on. So we'll run through here, and we'll go back to Stormwind. And we can turn War Mode off, and go to the auction house there. This is the problem with War Mode, is I've got to remember to do it. It's rigged for sure. Right, okay, we're back in Stormwind. War Mode. How do I turn War Mode off? Not Professions. Talents. War Mode. There we go. Let's turn that back off. Okay, we'll go to the auction house here as we're here anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have a look into that, Mushy. There's a lot I could do. It's a question of finding a decent supplier as well. Alright, we're going to head over here. I'm going to use the regular auction house at the moment. No, Truly Insane, I'll ship it to wherever you are. So it's not just EU. I'll post it out to you if you're in US or any other place. We'll take a flight down to Booty Bay, and then we can enjoy the flight whilst we do the giveaway. Employ the kids. Good luck shipping it. Okay, Jack. Not the moon. We won't be doing it to the moon. Anywhere on planet Earth that's within a reasonable postage. I feel about map pricing in BfA had a straightforward DB market set up in Legion, but basically flagged as postable for the last 5 days of BfA market, getting all excited. Yeah. Won't win, obviously, but it's rigged. But I'll try. Okay, Truly Insane. No problem. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure what to do size-wise, so I went with something fairly generic, which is the same size as me, like a men's medium. But I've got some other ones, a smaller one and a larger one, one in women's size as well. So there's other ones I'm looking forward to possibly doing some giveaways on in the future, but I thought I'd try this one out and see how it got on. So we'll let this run until I land in Booty Bay, and then I'll roll it. Whilst I'm flying, I'm going to get some more water, and then we'll come back. Right, there we go, we're back. More like thousands of cheese. You do a poll later on. Male versus female. Yeah, that's a good idea actually, Mushy. Then I could work out, I get random ones from QWERTY, so it'll be I don't know what the designs are, but I'll have a work as to how this will work. So for those that didn't see it earlier, the t-shirt I'm giving away is this one. Men's beam. Hold on, let's make it bigger. HD cam. There we go. So it's a Deadpool unicorn t-shirt. Let's move that back into the middle there. So that's the design. Just type Deadpool keyword in the chat to enter to win. Obviously you'll need to give me your address. I need to post it to you, as long as you're comfortable with that. And then once we've landed in Booty Bay, we'll do the roll. There we go. So we're back here, nearly at Booty Bay. Let's see, how have we got? Okay, we've got quite a few people here. Let's move this over. Let's just scroll that down. There we go. There we are. Right, okay. I will hand deliver the shirt to the winner's door. No, I won't, Blix. I'll be posting it to you. Jack and BfA cooking. I like it. Okay, so let's do a roll. Thank you all for entering. Where's my roll button? Roll it's down the bottom here. And the winner is Mr. Deadfellow. Congratulations. And Hacker Lou. Told you it was rigged. Exactly, Mr. Deadfellow. It's amazing. Rigged luck for the win. Congratulations. So if you want to message me either here or on I'm not sure if you're on my Discord, but if you want to PM me through Twitch, your address. There we go. Congratulations. Let me just have a look, see if that's everything else, and then I'll get that sorted out to you. Message me later on. Okay, excellent, good to know. Congratulations, Mr. Deadfellow. Thank you all for entering, and thank you all for hanging out in the chat. Without you all, that would have been, you know, certainly not possible at all. So thank you all. It's very, very kind of you to all support me throughout this past year. So big thank you from me. I don't know who's going to send Sam the remaining gold for the mount. Right. Oh, I fell too far. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back in Booty Bay with war mode off, which is much, much safer. So let's have a look. See where we're at. Move that somewhere safe. There we go. So, what have you got in the mail? We had a few sales. Gift of the Haste. Oh yes, this was it. The pants of the Quick Blade and belt of the Quick Blade. So, a couple of sales there. I'll take those. Thank you very much. Now, let's have a look at Sinner QT, thank you very much for the follow. Not that one. We're looking at tailoring. So we wanted to get tailoring up higher, and we were as far as Tide Spray Linen Bracers. We were going to do the disenchant on those, or the expulsum shuffle on those, but we need to get up to 80 to be able to learn these honourable competence stuff, which is, oh no, 85. So we need a fair amount of Tide Spray. So let's have a look at the situation of Tide Spray at the moment. So we might have to spend a bit of gold to get this going. Let's have a look. Ooh, 5 gold 30. That seems reasonable. What's my averages on this? So my average, I've sold some for 18.99, and I purchased it for up to 15 gold on average. I purchased 1,000 for an average of 15 gold, and I sold 400 for 18. So I reset the price on this earlier in the day. $391 you collected so far. Excellent. Okay, there's some good stuff here. Let's take the 133. And I'm going to take all of this. It's 5 gold, 6 gold, 7 gold. We need this Tide Spray Linen. Now obviously 391 you collected so far. And you banked all your greens that are not bind on pickup. Okay. So what are you going to do with your greens later, Mashi? Good evening, Mylana. How are you? Yes, your name is Sam too. Excellent. My name's not actually Sam, so but in game it is. We would even reset it to 930. Yeah, I think 930 would be a nice amount, because there's a good jump there between 930 and 1195. And someone rather conveniently has put 132 singles on there. To be either scrapped or disenchanted when the market becomes normal. That's fair enough. Then you've got a choice between the two. Yeah, the joys of singles. Thankfully, with my server, it's actually relatively fast still. So on a high pot realm, I really would not want to do this. Oh, and then give it to the character that needs the expulsum. That's a good idea, actually, because it's bind on crate, isn't it? Mine is much faster than a lot of people are experiencing, so I do apologise to everyone who's suffering at the moment. It must be intolerable. So pardon me for using and abusing my it's more stupid slow than you can imagine, is it? I know. It's good fortune, I think, that Shadow Song is so fast compared to a lot of the other ones, but it does mean I can do stuff like this. Auction House Witchcraft. It's Mr. Potato. He's going in under the radar. He's so slow that you don't actually realise he's actually fast. Just seeing the difference between your server and the Broken Kazakh. That'd be interesting to see. Alright, we're at 9 gold. Yeah, we're spending a lot of gold here, but this is investment. It takes you 5 minutes to scan just for the Tide Spray Linen. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show how different the servers are. There you go. I think I bought too many there. I got up to 1390 now. There we go. So now we're going to have to actually collect all of those up. So let's do a shift buys on those. Collect those up. 275 in the mail. Between 2 AM and 7 AM you can actually be productive. Really don't want to move servers. You'd have to move 22 toons for your warehouse of monsters. Yeah, that's just that would be crazy, definitely. Right, let's do a reload on this. That's going to be the quickest way to get through these. And now we've got at least a decent amount of Tide Spray. We also need to look into the enchanting materials. Those, not just the gloom dust. See if there's anything we can do there. What does holding shift when clicking the button do? The good thing you can do with that is, say I didn't want to do a reload. So if I hold shift down and click buys, then it will collect everything up, the 50 mails here, and then when this timer refreshes and it goes back to 0 and you get a new lot in, if there's more buys in there, then TSM will pick those up as well. I mean, you can do it with any of these. You can do it with open all mail, you can do it with the cancels. So if you hold shift down, TSM will automatically go through. So if you want to go over and make a cup of tea and then come back, TSM will keep collecting your mail as long as you've got space in your bags. It's very useful. HD Kura, thank you very much for the follow. You haven't started leveling your tailor or your enchanting. Oh, okay, Mushy. Yeah, you're doing your hunter, aren't you, as a main? So we'll let this tick through. So it's got 10 seconds left. You can see the timer going down just up here in the top right. Now, because this is still highlighted with the shift being pressed down, and it goes through, then carries on where it left off, and carry on picking up all the buys. Still got thousands of Mondazi in your mail. Can't open it all up. Yes, Gengos, I had a similar problem. What I ended up doing was collecting it up, and then I made a group to send it to 2 different characters. So one's got all the cold tiramisu, and one's got all the Mondazi, and they're going to pick it up and put it in their banks. So I'm spreading it around that way. Let's do a reload now, because that will be quicker. Leatherworking, skinning, herbalist, scribe, cook, fishing. Nice. That's going to be good. Holy Acorn, thank you very much for the follow. Right, got those. And then we'll pick up some more buys. These are all the 5s, so I think we've done most of the singles, I think. Can't do it all in 1 week, no, absolutely. I'm going to be a long time leveling. I mean, I'm still only 111. I'd like to get some professions profitable, really, before I do anything else. Too much, that is. I think you can be very pleased if you get your second character level to 115. Yeah, that's pretty good. 2 minutes to move an item from one slot in the bank to another. That's just painfully slow. You're 116 just from gathering. That's brilliant, Scuffed. I do like getting XP from gathering. Most profs only get profitable after you're 120. Oh yeah, that is true actually, because I need to get the extra ranks and things, don't I? So I will have to level up as well. I just need Hydrocore from the last boss in Mythics. Okay. Only quest you've done are the ones for gathering ranks. That's fair enough. Let's go one last reload. 14 tunes are not doing their daily cooldowns to get everything in their bags. Had you seen this coming, we would have been prepared. Yeah, I mean, it just makes it difficult, doesn't it? That's the main thing. It makes it difficult to do the things you normally like to do. Okay, here's the last lot of Tide Spray. Also not 100%, just take into account everyone. 10 mythics, 1 hydrogen similar across all of the tunes as well. The other expansions had server issues, but not like this. Okay. Need to get to 120 for the reputation. Yeah, actually, Huxneighbor, that's a good point. So, how am I doing for Tide Spray? Where's all my Tide Spray? Here it is. So, we got 755 at that moment. Carlen Chomu, thank you very much for the follow. Mailbox timer hits 0. Your game crashes every single time. Really, Gengos? That's a bit strange. I wonder what's causing that. Does it do the same with no other add-ons on? That would be the first test. Oh, and clearing the cache, as Mushy just suggested, is another one. Right, so let's have a look at tailoring. Where are we at with that? So we wanted to get up higher, didn't we? See, we can't make that much with these at the moment. We can make 29 braces. So we want to get up to this honourable stuff, which needs the expulsum. And that needs, ooh, that needs a lot of deep sea satin. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's something look cheap there. Let's look this up. Oh, we've got some on me, actually. Hold on. Bring up my bags. Deep sea satin. It's the green one. This one. If I shift click that, it will automatically shop for it. Corrupted data somehow. Ah, okay. So there we go. Deep sea satin is at 90 gold. For most of that. Someone had posted some on for 13. Wish I'd picked that up. And market value is 108. Region market is 464. Region sale looks a bit more reasonable at 93. So I'm just going to take that first lot there at 33. Problem is it comes back, and that's the problem. Okay, struggled through the TSM shopping operation that auto crashed when you ran it for about 40 minutes yesterday. Did you find the solution to it, Commander Bond? Alchemy has a daily transmute expulsum, but it's buying on pickup, so quite worthless unless you're paired with a crafter. Yeah, that's a good point. I am Magic, thank you also for the follow. I didn't realise you never put anything in it. Oh right, okay. And Shay Nizzle, thank you. Shay Niz HM, thank you very much for the follow. Apologies if I butchered your name. So let's run through all of those. Those look a bit odd with those bids on them. 1 or 2 for 80 copper. Let's bid on that. There's already bid higher than that item. Okay, we'll leave that then. I never found bidding to work particularly well on here. And the other things we wanted to look out for. So we need to add that into our group for shopping for tailoring groups. We want tailoring mats. We want to add it. Oh, we already have deep sea satin already in there. So let's go over to enchanting and have a look at those materials we need. So we want this quick navigation for the haste. So we need the veiled crystals and the umbral shards. We need to look these up. So let's move that over here. Do a shift click on veiled crystals. There we are. Found with TSM shopping. As soon as the first item appears, click stop, then start trying to buy. It worked better, but not great. Yeah, that's kind of a workaround. Interesting one. Look at the price of these veiled crystals. Absolutely crazy. Disenchanting the purple. I've got a feeling it does, Marsper. That would explain why it's so high. I mean, looking at this, the region sale average is 4,800, so it's particularly high on Shadow Song here. Our price insane on my realm as well, yeah, definitely. Now, would that be a... How much of a profit would this be? Let's have a look. TSM, do you actually tell me what these would be? Some of these you're saying is a profit. Not the quick one. The stalwart you're saying is. Because that's going for 28,000. Do people really buy that for that? You can level enchanting to 100 without buying crystals. Okay, Zero Mix, and let's have a look at what we could do for that. So looking at that, what could we do? Let's stick to the standard. Without crystals, these are all using crystals, it looks like. Yeah. Enchanter's Umbral Wand. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Be going to bed now. Okay, starting work again tomorrow after 4 weeks vacation. Gonna be rough. Sent you a response, Rich. Okay, thank you, Mr. Deadfellow. I'll look out for that. And if I can't see it, then I'll message you again, and we'll get it sorted for you. But thank you and congratulations. Thank you for stopping by. Look at the price of the packed enchants. Yeah, which were the packed ones? I don't think I've got those yet. Go without crystals for leveling, and then maybe you can kill the world bosses for purple gear to disenchant the crystals. Okay. When you make green tailoring gear, some pop blue, and you can get the emerald shards that way. Oh, of course, Meows. Yes, this is the joy of working with a tailor and enchanter. They do work really well together. 75 crafting appears to be the target for decent sale prices. Okay. The Umbra, do they convert like 3? Okay. I mean, this is... what's Starwood? Starwood we can buy. Umbra shards we can get. And that takes 20 gloom dust for a Enchanter's Umbral wand. That's yellow though. A disenchanting one, that's... ooh, that's 5. That's too expensive. Look at that! 30 expulsum. There's no way I'll be doing that one. Yeah, it's from the vendor, so yeah, looking at that I can see the vendor buy price there. It's 40 silver. That's the cheap bit. But the Umbral wand, that takes an Umbra shard. Talking about, can you combine Umbra for the Veiled, or are you missing something? No, I think if it's anything like Legion, it would go the other way. So Veiled, you'd probably be able to shatter into Umbra, and Umbra you'll be able to shatter into Gloom. Would be the way I would expect it to work. If it's anything like Legion. But the thing I want to do is this. But getting the Veiled's going to be the tricky part of it. So what could I use to level then? The Seals of Critical Strike, I could probably do some of these to get me at least a little bit further with the Gloom Dust. We could try a few of these. A few more Seals of Haste, perhaps. Or we could try selling some of these for a profit. The Weapon Enchants. The Stalwart Navigation. If that actually sold for 28,000, I'd be surprised. Watch the auction house, just got lucky, got Umbra and Gloom for bid price, less than a gold each. Oh, very nice, Marsper. There's nothing I can learn now. No, not with what I've got at the moment. Embroidered sea satin, check unlearned. For tailoring, that is, I imagine. Let's have a look. Unlearned. Embroidered. Got embroidered deep sea satin. Is that what you wanted? I can do that. Created by players with tailoring skill, can be bought and sold in the auction house. Currently says 17 gold there. But what use is the embroidered deep sea satin? Aha, it's used there, converted into that. Yep, so I'm going to need that at some point, a bit more. If that's actually correct at 17, let's just have a look at that on the auction house. I'm sure someone will have bought that already. Let's have a look here. Deep sea. I can just search for it here actually. Embroidered deep sea satin. No, that's been bought. 560 is the one there. Okay. For bags and stuff, you need lots. You use that to level to 148. Okay. So that's going to be useful for the tailoring. You're going to need a lot of deep sea satin for that. So I'm obviously very much in early days here with my tailoring and enchanting. There's a lot more I'm going to need to do. So I can make a few things to try and sell them. There's none of these on the auction house at the moment. Oh, what have we just sold? Rich purple silk shirt. Excellent. Oh, now the price of those had crashed actually. I'm not surprised about that sale. Okay, so we're between tailoring and enchanting at the moment, and we're not deciding on either. So what I need to look at is I need to look at the enchanting mats. So we've also got the umbral one, which I missed out on. Let's have a look at that. Got gloom dust there. Umbra shards. That's the one. So let's do a search for those. We need to see if we can get some of those. Hey Trico, how are you? Fishing and cooking. Fishing's doing alright. Cooking's in a good state at the moment. We've got a few things on, we're just not getting many sales on that. That's the main thing. So let's just switch back to that and get one of those searched for. There we go. Kayunk, thank you very much for the follow. Do you have a lot of LUA errors with TSM4? Not at the moment, no. Okay, there's a couple here for 89, then the rest are going super duper high. So what's the actual region? Okay, that's about like the region's sale rate. So I'm going to just take those whilst I can. Might as well. I can always post them back on at that price. If that's the actual price they're going to be at, you never know. I could even take those 228s and post here at 375. Or I could even take the 375 and post at 424. There's a chance here for a little bit of a flip. You've done a fresh stopped working in a fresh install, even went back to TSM3 for a spell. Noses, I think, I'm not sure why people are getting that many LUA errors. Have you tried with a fresh buy items shopping window, the macro just flat out stopped working, fresh install 2, went back to TSM3 for a spell. Okay. I wonder if there's anything carried over between your 3 and your 4 that's maybe causing a problem. You went back to 3 as well, yeah. I think a lot of people are. New to alchemy, other specific transmutes you should be using your daily cooldown on. Well, it depends what you're doing. If you're doing the living steel shuffle, then it's always useful to be doing that one whilst you can. Although the River's Heart, River of Steel is the better one there. Mixie Girls, thank you very much for the follow. What else have we got here? Raids open like 12th September. Yes, I think it's beginning slightly earlier than that, I remember reading. So it's not long. Sales for cooking will take a while. It'll really start with the first raid. Yes, I think so, Sonar, definitely. Unusable on your server. Yeah, a lot of people are finding that, Trico. LVUI is popular and conflicts with a bit on TSM at the moment. Yeah, I know Mushies, you've got it working with LVUI, haven't you? Just because did the transition for 3 to 4 this week. 3 will not be updating VFA information. Yeah. Oh, it's on the calendar, is it? Rather have TSM3 not updating the 4 not working. Yeah, it's kind of a frustrating bit to be in, isn't it? And you have very few issues, do you, Fen? Okay, that's good to know. I'm not sure what's causing the issues for some people and not others. I'm using basically very few add-ons, as you know, with Mr. Potato being so slow. So I've put my success down to that and my server. But and you've had not much issues as well. Okay. Now I'd really want to buy one of these veiled crystals, just so I can make one of these things to enchant, but that's going to go painfully slow if I was to level up my enchanting with that one. The pacts are going to be the interesting ones. Those are veiled crystals as well. That takes 8 of those for the ring enchants. That's going to be absolutely crazy. until these veiled crystals go back down in price, I can't see how this is going to be profitable at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave enchanting until I can get my tailoring to start feeding the enchanting. I think that's going to be my best bet. So tailoring wise, let's have a look at that. Scrap has been your only issue as well, okay. 5th September, okay. Hey Ryuka, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So what I'd like to do is level this up, but also, what do I need to get to? 85 for that. I can do 29 braces. But I could also do with doing some robes and seeing if you could sell some of these things, because Tide Spray robe is a profit apparently, as is all of these at the moment. Fishing for 2 hours straight. Wow, you're chilling. Excellent. That's brilliant. How are you getting on with your fishing? So none of these are massive prices, but there are a few. So let's go have a look. Let's do a few. We can do 7 of those, 14 of those. So for leveling purposes, this is probably not so useful to do a linen robe versus other things, because it takes so much linen. The braces is the best bet for leveling, even though it's green. And then I can use the expulsum for that. Okay, so I think I'm going to go braces and expulsum for leveling purposes. So let's start with that. See how we get on. We want to get to 85 ideally. And we could always disenchant things as well. That's another factor. But things are going to be slow now for this last 10 to 85. What's at 80? What's at 75? Is there anything we can do at 75? Let's have a look. No, that's all 85. Ah, these are at 75. The battle flags. And that's embroidered deep sea satin. Okay, there we go. Projada EG, thank you very much for the follow. You got 52. Wow, that's brilliant. So blue gear gives the shards. Could make a shopping operation to buy the blues, disenchant and sell those with a profit again. You could do. You could do. Yeah, I've been enjoying fishing as well, Z's. Your ally. Hard to find that fish. Disenchant the blue braces you make and scrap the greens. Yeah, how have we got on with our braces? We did have a blue one there, didn't we? So let's have a look. So if we were to disenchant this one, what would we get? Oh, that was the wrong button. Disenchant's normally on there. Let me find my disenchant button. That's going to be on skills. Disenchant. Drop that down there. Drop that down there. And then do that. Do the bags. Oh, hello, thank you ever so much for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? I hope you're doing well. How have you been? How are you enjoying BfA? You have your 2 accounts paid up till July. Wow, score shame, that's pretty good. Account is maxed out. Brilliant. Near Horde Capital. Oh, and also, wow. Champion gifting a tier 3 sub to Aloha Wendy and Nikki Witz. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Champion. That is amazing. Thank you ever so much for your support. Thank you, Aloha, and welcome aboard. You get the use of all 3 Samadan emotes, which means you get the thumbs up from tier 2 and Samadan's gold eyes for tier 3. So that is incredibly kind of you. Thank you ever so much. Hello and Nikki. That's amazing. And thank you, Akuma-kun, for the follow. I missed you there earlier. So thank you. But how was your stream, Aloha? How are you finding BfA? But thank you very much, champion. That was a stealth gift indeed. Reset new items. Let's do that so we can have a look at these. And so we've got some blues here, which we haven't collected the appearance on these. You love it? The Horde quest is crazy great. I haven't seen anything of the Horde. Interesting to see your perspective on it. Hey Norcott, how are you? Struggling to use TSM on Ravencrest. It's so slow. Yes, you're not alone there. A lot of people are really struggling with it. Can't go, there's so many 120 cards. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I need to be 120 really, don't I? Zandalar forever. Okay, I'm going to try Haste Versatility. Let's disenchant this one. So we got, ooh, and that's interesting. We got 2 Umbra Shards and 2 Gloom Dust from that one. So an Umbra Shard's worth 89. Well, it's actually worth more than that. It's worth more like 200 because I just bought a load up. And how much was that actually worth? They're all different levels here. That's 12,000. That's 755. I'm loving it, Aloha. I'm really loving it. There's so much to do. I'm taking my time trying to enjoy it as much as possible. Speeding Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. Wakanda forever. Yeah, but it's what I'm trying to do at the moment is make sure that I'm earning gold, which is kind of slow at the moment. Goldinet, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So I'm earning gold if I can. I'm learning my professions on my main character, and I'm leveling up at the same time. So I'm doing a bit of everything and just feeling my way through BfA at the moment. So is there any Tide Spray blue items that are quite cheap? If that's the disenchant we're going to get from that, as Jack was saying earlier, Tide Spray, let's have a look, see what we've got there. Jazzman, thank you very much for the follow, and Mixwell9, thank you also for the follow. And Vanity's Fall, wow, thank you also for the follow. Most profitable action currently. The best thing so far was getting the fish oil before it went and then selling that for a higher price. We've been Samadan. Well, welcome aboard, Vanities. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. So this is interesting. What have we got here that could potentially disenchant? Anything that's blue would have been good, but these are 799 and 999, so that's probably too much. Oh, my llama, thank you ever so much for the Prime sub. That's very kind of you, using your Prime to support me. Welcome to the Samadan squad, and here's a whole load of Samadan chef's hats for you to use at your pleasure. 4.8% for you. Oh, what's that for, Roki? I missed that one. I'm going to try fishing again. What time's the... Oh, that's for the high rate for the salmon. And Eric Stratton, thank you also for the follow. So looking at this, probably not worth buying these blues at 799. We could see if I can sell mine for a bit higher than that, or I can try and disenchant them for the extras. Let's have a look at trying to disenchant some more. So we've got... That's the... I've already got a good one on, so we could put that to good use, or we could scrapper that. And then there's these as well. That's worth 755. That's worth 12,000 apparently for the crit and the mastery. Regions 2,200. Not a lot different between those actually. So let's try this one. disenchant this one. What do we get? So we got 2 Umbris shards for that one and 1 gloom dust. That's interesting. And then we've got Tide Spray vestments that are soul bound at the moment. Tide Speaker, that's not Tide Spray, that's something different. What could we do here? Well, that's 280, we need to wear that. That's what we need to do with that. Hold the horses. There we go, Samadan, you're wearing something much better there. First time you use your Twitch Prime? Well, thank you very much for using it on me. That's very kind of you, Malana. Haven't mentioned it, stopping the shopping operation after the first results shows and buys works really nice. Ah, excellent, Gengos. I think that was Right One too that said that one. She's always full of very useful ideas. So I'm glad that one's working out. Light's Wrath we need to put back in the bank. I've done that one now.
Time is money, friend.
I'm not going to get rid of my artifacts just yet. They have sentimental value. So we've got that. We've got a load of stuff here that we need to think about what we're going to do with.
Have a good one.
Let's have a look. We've got some junk we need to sort out. We've got some enchants. We've got all this. We're probably going to scrap most of this, I think. I might try putting that one on. Tide Spray linen braces of the Peerless. That one's soul bound, so we can either scrap that or disenchant it. I'm going to try disenchant again. So we've got a couple more Umbra shards and gloom dust again. Okay. Are those hexweave bags in the bottom right icon? These ones? Yes, they are hexweave bags. If it gets wonky, you just try the Blizzard standard and click the top to sort it by cheapest and then just spam clicking what you can. Yeah, that's another way. Tom's PSNP, thank you very much for the follow. And Battler Right Sans, thank you also for the follow. Thank you both. Question is, which character needs the Expulsum? At the moment, it's going to be Samadan mainly, I think. What have we got here? Oh, we sold some gloom dust at a higher price. That's good to know. And then we bought some of these, so let's pick those up. It's another 9,000 gold. That helps. That helps offset all those enchants we just made. Have we got anything else coming in at the moment? The Rich Purple Silk Shirt, yeah, this is at 498, which is way too low for Rich Purple Silk Shirts. How many are on at the moment? Because someone's selling them for a lot lower these days, rather than the 3,000 I'd normally been selling them for. It looks like it's just me that's got them on at the moment, so let's push those back up higher. So I'm going to take those two off. I'm going to post mine back on at a better price. Let's go for that. I'll wait for that to come through. What have we else got here? IL, thank you very much for the follow. Right, there they've come through. We'll put those off, and then we'll post those back on. Go to my auctions, run a post scan. What kind of price is Crimson Ink on my servers for peeps in chat? 8 minutes to post 160 auctions. Ouch. Okay, so we got Tide Spray linen bandages. I've got no idea if those are going to sell or not. 10 of 1 is probably a bad idea, but and then the bracers we're not going to do. We're going to skip those. We're still scanning actually, so let's let that run through. Because the bracers we want to turn into Expulsum. I mean, 300 gold's actually quite cheap. And that's worth actually buying and scrapping, I think. That shirt, you might want to create its own operation to keep it a decent value. Sally, your server sub 500 gold is normal. Yeah, I mean, I did have it at higher, and then someone came along and put it lower, and so I lowered my min price to a manual of 400, but I would like to put it back up at the moment. You buy items up to 400 gold for scrapping. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. I don't think these bandages are going to sell, 'cause I'm going to be eating those, but I'll try that, you never know. The braces I'm going to skip, because I want to keep those. I'm certainly not going to sell them for that cheap. And then those shirts I'll definitely put on for that price. And the rest of the stuff is below min price on those, so I'm currently keeping those on me at the moment. Keep in mind that 6 to 7 braces gives a chance of 1 expulsum. Yeah, so also still doing your ward garrisons. There's things there that help you build mass production shuffles. So much to do. Yeah, that's good to do. At least you got something right 1-2 to do. 170 stacks of 100 Shadow Ice Silk at 2 gold each. Very nice. What are we doing for Shadow Ice Silk here out of interest? Let's have a look. Avixva, thank you very much for the follow. Well, we've got some at 2 gold, and then 242 exactly, but we'll take the 80 and the 45. I'll take those. Looking for scrapping, looking for tide spray and putting bids on all those really low things people are offloading. Been picking up crafted greens for under 50 all day. That's not a bad idea. Let's have a look. Tide spray. Anything cheap. At least 714 profit, every epic's 10 gold, exactly. So tide spray linen, 485 is actually quite cheap, isn't it? I'll take some of that. Good evening, Gumdrops, how are you? How are you finding BfA? I hope you're doing well. Currently looking for cheap tide spray here. So looking at this one, we'll go for the linen definitely. So let's take those 11, and then we'll take the 28 as well. Now I would be tempted to take, where are we at tide spray linen? My average purchase price is 7 gold 94. Market value is more like 15. Sale average is more like 6, which is probably the figure I'm looking at. Haven't played too much still, at the flat with no internet, watching on your phone, pretending you're at the auction house. Okay. Oh, sorry to hear that. When do you get internet? You're going to get some pretty fast internet, I think, isn't it? Yes, we're also, I would do that Aurelius for the linen if I was looking for that, but I'm also looking at these other things because we're looking for other things we could send to the scrapper. So anything cheap, like, well, ideally under 300 gold would be nice. I can't see anything that's at that price except for these shoulders here. So I'm going to take these 2 shoulders and buy those, and we're going to scrap those. Not till the 30th, but 350 meg. I mean, that's super fast. You'll be streaming in HD 60 frames per second at that rate. Mine's a lot higher than yours has been, yeah. Hey, Savage fans. 21 Savage. Now I've heard of them. My son knows them. My crafting cost for the braces. Let's have a look. Where am I at? Based on my current price, let's have a look at TSM 4 braces. Crafting cost. Well, you're actually saying 82 gold there. So that's going to be fine for the scrapper. That's going to be my minimum, really, isn't it? The auction house on Shadow Song is amazingly fast, Gumdrops. I'm extremely fortunate and lucky that it's, compared to everyone else, it's way faster. So it's definitely worth. So don't buy over that for the scrapper. Yeah, that's a good idea, Huxaver. Thank you for the voice of sanity. So that's based on my. Actually, that can't be right. What's my Tide Spray linen mat price coming in at? Oh yeah, 7 gold 94. Yeah, which is based on my average purchase price. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Where to get the scrappers in Borealis or the other horde place? It's a bit like the Obliterum place. The Fugma server is bet. Don't know that one. How's Ravencrest? That's the thing. I know you haven't been focusing on the auction house at all yet. You can buy more linen, but keep the 13 gold 86. Leave that one. Yes, there was that. We were looking at that, weren't we? Back to the linen. Let's go back to just exact whilst we're searching for everything just here at the moment. So I go to my favourites and Tide Spray linen exact. There we go. Ravencrest is dire. 10 seconds plus to process a purchase. Yeah, that's just. It just gets frustrating not being able to do anything on the auction house. There's a green on there for Maris for 44 gold bid. Okay, I'll have a look at that. I'll do another search for Tide Spray, see if we can find that. Yeah, because you did mention looking at the bids. 3 hours buying a couple of hundred items to level a bit of alchemy and engineering. Go and search for weapons or armour with a min of 110 and then dollar certs. Okay, that's a good idea. Missed the mobile armor so much, it was nice to have. Yeah, it was. Okay, we're going to take these whilst I'm talking. So I'm going to take these at 940, these at 950, and I'm going to leave everything at the 1115, I think. We could maybe go higher a little bit, up to the 90% here. I haven't got the time for that, no, definitely. You reckon I can buy that? That's probably not too bad, actually. Couple gold. And then where do we go to the next level? Everything's up here at minimal amounts. I mean, it's 12 and 63, so that's going to be useful. I'll take that. What's going to be my average on those? Let's take the buys. The spolders. Put all your Tide Spray linen up to a 10, really thin sacks of 100 for 25, sold all of it in 10 minutes. I did that earlier, I did that this afternoon. Not quite that amount, but I did do a certain amount. Say armour, eye level. Now, I don't know how you do a search string, right one too, for TSM. We could try that. 120 gold per bracelet would be the price in theory. So 7 times 804 gold per expulsum. So that's still cheap for it. Okay. There's a question now of me actually being able to use the expulsum, because at the moment I'm at this mid ground of needing to level everything up first. That's the main problem. So where we're at the moment, where's my Tide Spray? Yeah, it's easier in the standard user interface to do that kind of stuff, I think. So going back to the standard for my crafting actually. So we can make another 8 braces to try and get ourselves up a little bit higher. Or we could make 2 nets using our deep sea satin. I wish I could have bought that one at 13 gold. Or we could try our luck with a deep sea bag, which is actually saying weirdly a profit. But no one's going to be buying that when you can buy a hexweave bag here for 2,700 compared to a deep sea bag for 3,400. It just doesn't make any sense. Farm snakes involved in the bone pit, 1 hour farm. Group can give you 40 plus greens. Ah, interesting, barbarian. We sure sometimes we use the format instead of just the numbers. Yeah, it can be a bit confusing sometimes. Counting the zeros. Oh, all bags BfA cost around 800 each. Draenor, Legion, and BfA. Interesting. You just spent 33k. Ouch, mushy. What was that on? Deep sea bags are cooler. Well, there is that. There is the kudos of having them on the silk. Ah, right, okay. I'll tell you what I am going to do. Just to try and get my gold up a little bit more. I don't have a lot of space at the moment, so we need to scrap some of this. Probably worth going over and doing those before anything else. But what I'm going to do actually is just do it before the end of the stream. We're just going to do a quick check of my other characters. That's what we want to do. Just to check everyone, because I know they had some sales when I last checked on them. Exactly. So we're going to... Oh, Azurite Power is available. Did we have that one? We'll do that in a minute. Okay, let's do a quick run through my characters. Past 24 hours gold earned. Oh, that's a lovely looking robe. I'm going to have to sort out my transmog on that one. That doesn't match at all. Okay, let's try everyone else. How's Earthen doing? Gold earned 616k, spent 278, profit 338. Very nice, Simplify. Very nice indeed. You found a Dune scavenger mount earlier today, right when you started questing an alt. Managed to sell it for 160k. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Season 4.1 coming soon, but you didn't hear it from you. Okay, Gumdrops. Your secret's safe with all of us. We shan't say a word. Okay, we got expires, which is not surprising. So let's take those. Oh, now also Earthen got sent the excess food, so he's going to have to store all of that. Let's just sort this out first and do a quick reload. Let's move that over there, that should be there. I won't tell you, we'll be doing method as well. Soon, TM. Stuck at the moment at 16. After that got broken. Oh, right. 18 seems alright for me at the moment. Told someone no for giving them gold. Right, here we go. So let's take the expires. We need to put all these on first. We've got some sales, it looks like, but we also have an awful lot of cold tiramisu that we bought. So what did we do? A Dread of the Mask, interestingly, and a Cloak of the Aurora. Okay, well that's useful. We'll take those, and before we deal with the cold tiramisu, let's just post that lot back on. And so we'll do auctions. Right, run a post scan on that lot. Need to get this lot back on. Basically want to make sure all my characters are still ticking over, really. She was a nice person over the last 2 years and gave and never got it in return, so you're out many millions. Oh, right, people wanted tokens, you gave them gold, guilds and such. You'll fill the guild bank, you bought them mounts. Ah, I see, but now it stops, and now you're saying no. Okay, well, that's you know, a good call, right one too. There's only so much... Oh, I've done it now. I just messed up my window. Hold on, let's make it smaller. There we go. And a little bit smaller. There we are. That's more of a manageable Samadan resolution. There we go. I wanted that to be a little bit bigger like that. There we go. 200 scarlet diamonds for 45 gold. Is that good? Right, let's put this on. You never know. It might sell. Oh, we're still scanning. 62 pages. 39 of 62 rather. There we are. Could be nice to have an extra craft queue list in professions. Oh, 45 for the entire stack. Okay, okay. That's Gig, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Someone knows a good ore farm spot on Horde side. Unfortunately not Karali. I don't know anything about the Horde side. Or currently for ore either. Thank you and Golkonzi, thank you both for the follows. Right, all this is potentially a sale, so I'm going to post it all on. We currently have 12,000 gold on me at the moment, so I'm going to send some of that excess to Samadan. Let's just pop all this lot on. In this moment when you start selling pets, what kind of pets are you selling? It's kind of random at the moment. I can't remember the names of all the ones I've sold. Most of them have been kindly gifted to me by people to help me get to my 5 million. And so my sales, I've only had a few bits really. But I can't remember the name of them, unfortunately. So now what we need to do, hopefully I've got some space in my bags for this, because this is going to be a mass amount of cold tiramisu. I don't think I'm going to have much room for this. But this is going to be for my feast once the raid comes out. I'm going to be in a good position with a lot of cold tiramisu at a good price. There we are. Time for another alt banker mule. Yeah, I think so, right one too. At the moment, Irfan is doing the job so far. Okay, inventory's full. Let's have a look at this beautiful cold tiramisu. So it's looking at a average purchase price of 4 gold 61. Now it has actually gone down again. It's got 1 gold 79 there on the min buyout, but the market value is more at 13 and a region of 9. So I think that's more reasonable. So we're going to post all of this lot back on.
Light be with
Yeah, I think about 3 something would be good. Alright, let's try this. /TSM put cull. There we go. The beauty of TSM commands.
light bless you.
Okay, let's get some more. Poor Gummy gets questions to death, yeah. People post hundreds of stacks of one. I don't know, Huxnova. It's frustrating. Let's get the rest. There we go. That was /TSM put, and then I used a short version of Kul Tiramus. I used KUL just because I didn't want to. TSM, the put wasn't working. There's also a get command as well for getting stuff. It didn't work very well for me for the guild bank, but for the regular bank it works quite well. So I'll type it in again here. If I do Alt and up, then you can see it there. /TSM space put, and then I just did Kul for the Kul Tiramisu because there's nothing else in my bags. I'll do that, and then all that lot goes. And then if I wanted to get it from there, I could do the same thing again. I could do /TSM get and do Kul, and then it all goes into my bags. With Addy bags it looks cool because it all just like goes off in different places.
Safe travels.
So now it's all in my bags.
Well met.
And let's pop it back in. There we are. Oh, my chat line's hidden under the camera. Oh, thank you, Mushy. I forget with this character. There we go. There we go. So there it was. Let's just go alt up. So it's /TSM put cull and /TSM get cull. Those two. Thank you, Mushy, for pointing that one out.
Farewell.
The whole auction house bank system is awful. Yeah, it could do with a really good refresh, really. Because I would love to have much bigger reagent storage. That was a lot faster. Midnight tally time. Tally time is less than what I had before, because we've been buying a lot of materials for leveling up. What I do want to do is I want to leave myself 5,000 gold. 5,000 gold, and send the rest to Samadan. Send that over, and then we need to also swap out to my other characters. So let's just quickly run through those. So happy it happens after you got Brutus. Yeah, I would wish I was in that position, but I didn't quite make it in time, unfortunately. And so leveling up professions is going to be my main focus, so that I can then make more gold, and also leveling up Samadan as well. But I have managed a few flips. 51k is very little. Yeah, that's true. And then you've got to think about tokens, how much game time you've got. Right, okay, where were we? What have you got in the mail? Let's just run on out. Okay, so inbox. Oh, we've got a few things here. Blood Tusk shoulder pads of the Peerless for 11,000 gold. Well, that's good. I'll take those. And a few herb sales. That gives me 15,000 gold. Anything I can post on? Let's have a look. Let's just run a post scan. Is anything about to expire? No, they're all okay. Must have done that earlier. See if there's anything on here. That's the linen price. Yeah. Skulker bait, corroded hacker. So this is all my bait and things. They may or may not sell. Post those on. And then we'll mail our extra gold over. Do the same. Keep 5,000 gold. And send the excess to Samadan. Send that over. And then we'll log out. And we'll head on over to El Morte. If you use a brace of price, I think it'd be very random for people with different default crafting cost method. Yeah, that would make sense. Alright, okay, what have we got for El Morte? More expires, so let's pick those up. We did sell something though for 117 gold. So you do the same for both leatherworking braces and do a minimum between the two. Ah, yeah, that's similar to the Superior Mana Potion. Sold 5 of those, okay. Up all of those. How are we doing for gold at the moment? 5,154. There's no point sending the excess of that over. So we'll go over and just post on the expires. Anything else expiring nearly? No, nothing else is on. So let's just run a post scan. I'm not even doing the daily cooldowns at the moment. I need to get back into doing these characters, but I want to focus on Samadan mainly. So I'm just going to rush through these at the moment. That's the main thing at this point, seeing as I'm time limited. get this lot on. How's my auction house doing? It's a bit slow, to be honest. I've spent a lot of gold this past couple of days on materials, trying to level up my enchanting and my tailoring, although I was able to flip a few stacks of things to try and regain some of that gold back. So there was a pro to that as well. But we'll do a little tally just at the end. I won't put it into the chart because the chart's out of date now, but we'll have a look at the gold in its final tally. You thought they were fixed this morning? Oh right, okay, and do you mean in terms of speed? Mine's been fast anyway, so I've been fortunate on that respect. But others are reporting, yeah, it's still slow. So yeah, from a speed point of view, yeah, sorry, things are still slow. Right, I'm going over to Bridget because she got sent a whole load of Mondazi food, so she needs to sort that out as well. It's fine till about 10 in the morning. Then AM came along and slow. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is catching your time zone. That's the main thing. I don't know what Bridget's actually got. Mainly just the Mondazi, I think. A little bit of space here, so let's pick up all of this. Ignore the talents for the moment. Don't know how much space we have, but it's going to take up a lot. This is again cheap at the moment. It's what, at 389, but I had an average purchase price of 62 silver, so this was definitely worth buying whilst it was cheap. Almost made it in one go. I'll have to do it in two, unfortunately. Now I don't know how much space I've got in my bank. Let's have a look.
Good day to you.
Ooh, not a lot. We could do with some bag space here. This isn't going to work at all because I haven't even gotten anything yet. Okay, reagent bank. I'll take one of those. Some of this stuff needs to be sorted out, and then we need... Where's the section visibility? I want to see the bags. Where's that? That's it's here somewhere. There it is. So I need to increase this. We've got 14 slot bags. We need some extra slots, which is going to be useful. I'll take those. There we go. Guild Bank is generally pretty slow, yes, definitely.
See you around.
Alright, okay, so that's done. So now what we need to do is get some bags, some cheap bags. Now Samadan could send some silkweave satchels over, but how much have we got? Coinage wise, I've only got 4 gold, so that's not going to do us any good. Okay, what we'll do then is we'll just deposit what we've got and we'll hold on to the rest. That'll be the safest option here. The main thing is to just get it out of the mail for the moment. So /tsm put mon. There's a lot of that stuff that's reagents actually. I could possibly put those in the reagent bag, because I've got loads of space now for that. Solid stone, that's a crafting reagent. All these, that's the reagent. Wool cloth, I need to put these in an actual thing. Let's just pick all these up for now. There we go. Deposit all reagents.
See you later.
Did that work?
How are you?
There we go. Let's clear some space there. And then we've got some more space here.
Hello.
So the bag, we'll go to the regular one and do Alt up. Put the extra ones in.
Have a good one.
Still got my ammo. Use the button for that. It would have taken it from the bags into the reagent tabs. Oh, that would have been useful. Didn't realise there was one for that. Just open that up. There we go. At least you're holding on to it now, Bridget. You keep hold of that. And then we'll swap out and go back to Samadan. Never had 23,000 silking at the same time. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Okay, let's go have a look.
Interesting.
Anything in there? We've got the extra gold there, so that's 16,000. We'll take that. Thank you very much. So, in terms of a final tally, we are sitting at... Good night, Gumdrops. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Have a great evening. So looking at our final tally there, 4,300,000. So we've dropped 100,000 in total, and then we've been leveling up our enchanting and our tailoring, which is why we're so low on that. But we do have some good stock of things. We still got 2,800 aromatic fish oil, which we had an average buy price of 2 gold 33, which we could sell for 19 gold, so that's going to be useful. But I want to keep hold of that at the moment because I want to turn this into feasts in a bit. So I think my gold is going to come from cooking in the future. That's my investment at the moment. So even though I haven't got the amount yet, I've got a feeling that cooking's going to be my main money earner until I can get my other professions up. The other things I'm going to have to do is level up Samadan. We're only 111 and halfway through that at best, so we've still got a lot of stuff to do. They do Unborn because it's no longer available on the vendors, so you have to buy it from the auction house now, or you get it from your fish. So the price of the aromatic fish oil is based off of the cheapest fish, is the main thing. Like your idea of taking your time to the guy, absolutely. So if we were to look at the auction house now and we do a shopping scan for something like, if we go for the fish, run a shopping scan, any guide for giving items like Expulsum a custom price in TSM? Now, Jack, you were talking about Expulsum price earlier. Jack's got a good one. Fishing and cooking takes a lot of time, and now the price of at least one feast is 8k. That could drop as low as 5k before the raids open. Just don't see that it's the best way to spend your time trying to make gold. And as of now, one feast is 8k. Yes, that's right. Hustim, thank you very much for the follow. No, exactly. That's why I want to move into the professions now. That's the main thing. Excalivokers, thank you very much for the follow as well. The salmon price, that's the crazy thing. So these are the normal ones. So 28 is the cheapest of the Jigard Purge. And then if you look at the Midnight Salmon, I managed to sell 50 for a nice price earlier because I reset the market on these. Is that correct? There's none available? No. That must be my group that's not working. So let's have a look at Midnight Salmon. Group operations. Yeah, shopping's on default, so we'll take that off. And we'll go back to my average buy one. Shopping average buy, which is much better. Foxface, thank you very much for the host. It's very kind of you. I literally just bought everything up that under a certain price, and then I reposted back on a stack of 50 at a much higher price. That's where a lot of my money went earlier. Did many people know it was a bug? It was posted on the... Oh, that's interesting. 99 gold for those two. See, my average purchase price was 148 gold, and I sold 50 for 288 gold. So I'm going to buy those two. And then the sort of thing I did here was did a pretty stack. I mean, I've got 90 in total. I'm going to keep those at the moment. I'm going to try and keep the price high as it is. So as long as it stays over 147, I think that's reasonable for now. It will drop down though, obviously. But I'm hoping that's going to at least keep me going for some peace later. And the main thing I want to do though is, like you said, is move on to my other professions, which will be more useful to me in the future. Shalderai silk sitting at 2 gold 30 there. I'll pick up a couple of those. I'll need to do a big pantaloon shuffle at some point, because I have 7,500 Shalderai silk, which I could either sell raw, or I could turn into satchels, or I could make the pantaloons. So there's a number of options there. I'll take the 30 as well. Okay, that's me done. Will TCM pick that up automatically if you add it? It should do. Just being able to buy 32 Midnight Salmon, average buy 107. Very nice, Mushy. So I think the price is definitely going to go down. I actually think it would be faster to go herb than trying to pretty stack right now. Yeah, I haven't tried herbalism yet. I'll be looking forward to seeing how that works out. Right, okay. Your auction house is not that bad. Yeah, definitely. So I think that's me done for tonight. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's hung out in chat tonight. I've had a lovely time. We've done quite a few different things here. Leveling profession has been the main thing, so really looking forward to that. Let's have a look and see if we can throw a host over to someone who is on. I see Sharken's on. I'll throw a host over to Sharken. How's Shalderai still that amount on your round? You have it 50 to 90 silver. You sell 10 to 15 satchels a day for 250. Maybe your realm is weird. Maybe. Every realm is different. Oh, let's just click on Sharken. There we go. Let's get that going. Let's just mute that one. Right, okay. Sharken. Oh, that's too many 8s and 0s. Okay, thank you all for the lovely stream. I will be back on tomorrow night so we can see if we've made any gold over the last 24 hours, and we'll then carry on with my professions and doing a little bit more of our leveling. Get ourselves to maybe 112 perhaps. So good night, have a lovely evening, and I'll send a host over to Sharken.